of the people of Agbogboloshi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or cantonments. Enti yeba hano yebesi toilets amamu yebesi toilets in all yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all among the people of Agbogboloshi. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Yebesi 24-unit bath houses and 80 in all. 24-unit bath houses. Said there mubenya ebi mubeko na mujare anapa na mujare tu na makoka. Usorina uko toilet uya ubejare enyasa. Ubejare. Enti yebesi bath houses so akaho. Yebesi 24-unit bath houses and 80 in all. 24-unit bath houses. Said there mubenya ebi mubeko na mujare anapa
na tanfo nyami atanfo nyami atanfo nyami mi enyala je numojibo onyami ogbe kokoko na tanfo nyami ko tanfo yo tanfo nyami mi enyala je numojibo onyami ogbe kokoko Kajo gbe mi ni gbo wo ba gbogbo Kajo gbe mi ni gbo wo ba gbogbo Atehun gbeje Lalohun gbeje le wonje mi o gbe kokoko na tanfo nyami ko tanfo yo tanfo nyami mi ejara je numojibo onyami ogbe kokoko na tanfo nyami ko tanfo yo tanfo nyami mi ejara je numojibo onyami ogbe kokoko ye kajo gbe mi ni gbo bo ba gbogbo Anyami kajo gbe mi ni gbo bo ba gbogbo Atehun gbeje Malohun gbeje le wonyami ogbe kokoko
Se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo Electoral Commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo Electoral Commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo Electoral Commission for ho ba ye den eman se wani kuma kokoda se wo hwe na wani nkum so a Coalition Center na kobo Electoral Commission for ho ba ye den eman
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. It's exactly 4:50 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. We are streaming live from our studios here in Washington, D.C. We are live on TV, we are live on radio, we are live on YouTube, we are streaming live on TikTok and also live on Facebook. Tonight, you can watch this show live on Loud Silence TV, on Multi TV. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We are also live on any digital TV around. You can just search for Loud Silence TV, you get us live. We are also streaming live on Facebook. We have two very important platforms on Facebook streaming this show live tonight. We have Loud Silence TV and also With Audio Respect page. Loud Silence TV and With Audio Respect page. These two pages are official pages of our network. We are also streaming live on YouTube tonight. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube. Loud Silence TV. You'll get us live tonight to be part of tonight's show. We are also live on radio tonight. If you have an Android device, download Loud Silence Radio. If you have an Apple device, go to the App Store, download Loud Silence Radio. We are also live on TikTok tonight. On TikTok, search for Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. We are watching, we are showing the show live on TikTok. My producers are called The Goods Team. We are back tonight. It's all about Ghana. The President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama, has returned to Ghana with some good news. We will take our time to elaborate on the good news the President has brought to Ghana. We also show you a little bit of what happened at the airport, Accra International Airport, when the Vice President went to receive the President from his very important trip, the UK and also Belarus. We will show you a few pictures, videos of the President's arrival, and a few things, words that he actually spoke when he was received by the Vice President, Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman. We also have other stories. We will delve into the Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital issue. We will delve into that matter. We will also be speaking on the NPP. The presidential spokesperson, Honorable Ofosu Kwakye, has released a statement concerning Madame Tamaklo, her detention and extradition to Ghana to start her trial. She was jailed for 10 years for misappropriating government funds when she was the Maslock CEO. We will delve into the matter, the new developments on that issue. We will speak on it. MPP, they have spoken on this matter. We will also delve into it. We will be speaking on floods in Ghana. We will delve into the South Africa issue, some STC, Kumasi, so many things to discuss today. It's packed. It's actually packed. My team, they are called the Ghost Team. They are on standby to make sure every single information that you need to support your argument wherever you are, or to shipping your decisions going into election 2028 as a Ghanaian who can vote. We will also make sure, or they will provide everything through me for you to have access to them. So this show is a very packed show. It's a social political show. This platform is a social political platform. We discuss every single thing from politics to social issues, religious issues, very important issues. So we don't really have specific things we discuss, but our main focus is on Ghana politics, especially people we are paying, people who call themselves civil servants, politicians, people who are being paid by the taxpayer. They are our focus. We make sure we delve into the activities, what they are doing to help the nation, you the taxpayer, and also to make sure Ghana is governed in the right way. So our job is very simple: to speak truth to power. We are back again tonight to make sure the right things are said, the facts are put bare, and also Ghanaians get to know the truth. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. My producers are called The Ghost Team. Enyimbre wo hwɛ me a Ghana ho nsɛm enti ene atena se yɛbɛkyerɛkyerɛm yɛbɛdwudwom ama Ghana fo ehu de ɛkɔ na ende enyimbre nsɛm a ɛda ɛpono so a yɛba dwudwom ama Ghana fo ehu no ɛyɛ President John Mahama otu kwan ɔkɔ UK kɔhyia Ghana fo ɛna ɔto aso kɔ Belarus a ɔkɔdi ɛyɛ Ghana ho nkɔmɔ na ɔbɛyi sɛ bi ɔde kɛntɛnma nsɛmpa ɛna ɔde aba ɔde asɛmpa na bo eno ena yebedi hu nkomo ama Ghana fo hu president ba ye Professor Nana Opoku-Agyeman ye vice president ekushia no airport in sama president tudwa ene sebio nsempa president edegu tenkentemu a ode aba Ghana yebedi nkomo afanyama bebre hu efa Ghana amamuo no ho yebekọ Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital yate se nsem so esi wo ho a yede ya no ebetum yebedi nkomo afa maame penyini a yefre no maame Sedenam Tamaklo a sebio embre bi twemu a yede ntu efiase wo Ghana okodi abrochire and the America aban no ede naba se Ghana for emra no monfanto bebieda enti maame no ye naba Ghana e wo se obetwa mfie e wo efiase na nsem foforo bi so epiem aba eno so yebedi ho nkomo afa ne bebre ho efa eye South Africa ho nsem aba ha STC ho nsem ha eye Kumasi edwomfo enso akasa afa nyoma bi a omoni enso ho a omode to Ghana fo anim nsem we ni nsem bibra ya bo no tofa a yebedwom ama Ghana fo ehu de ekọ no itadwumre wo ha nyame nhyira na nyame nhyira men so yebedwom ama obi ehu de ekọ ede na ekọ amente ya nipa bi ekeka nsem Ajekum Francis you see me bought to your friend Ajekum Francis so nie na Francis we dem say we are some kekena make I just be bu enim ti am feel we so ni din de Ajekum Francis or no na ye the health check no ma ye nom boy me to di dwuma die no Ajekum we nya say bia me bu enim tia me do na ade say de bia me pese o ka me ho na wo boa me na apomuden a be de be ye dwuma no na say bia o megina me na so no ntina me bo me din a na ma bo din etu ase we so ye friend Ajekum Francis or no na o ka me ho a o boa me ma say bia dwuma dia me di no me minimum enwo na me nkofa yare bi emba na me hom ba kire me nti Ajekum Francis wo ha o ma me tin kakra nti Ajekum Francis zuni now when I share me or hasisi a mihu na ma me nchia nipa kakra na yenko yenim me hu nipa bebre o platform no so omo mu dwa me na tena ase MPP for dodo no the funny thing is MPP for no hwe me show the crown puchen obi a Ghana and some person beka ai omo nyina hwe isi enyumrede na Kevin beka isi asa Kevin tell you see ono na erani party o isi de beka bia na eti isi enye dan Mojimintra. Now, Mandela is watching me tonight. Thank you very much, Mandela, for being here. Nuruddin Zulfawa is watching me. Adam is also live here on YouTube. Daniel and so Gokar is watching me live on YouTube this evening. Mihu Obi and so to say Evans Asante watching me. Asante Evans. Asante Evans is also watching me tonight. Abubakar Sumaila. You see, I know second name first. You see, I know you see mo send name Asani abo mo first name. It's what person abo diwa and make sure say wedding kind. Okay, I get it. Wedding kind. Why already say abo diya abo second name Asani abo first name or send name first. Obi to say Cletus. Averse is watching me. Matthew. Sorry, it's Asira Matthew is watching me. Buna Asana, the first name, no. Also, Obi to say, Babatu Mas is watching me. I say, Satia Frichri. Mihu Obiso to say, Jacob Ellie watching me. Raymond Ankra Raymond is also live here. Obiso to say, Daniel Opinta Daniel, and so Eshem Waha. Roland Mensa Roland, and so Ewaha Oshemi Ende Jumbre. Thank you very much. Yes, Satia Frichri. Ubia send him first. And I'm who to say Lati Jimaima watching me tonight. MTN so ha TNM and so Shem waha. Obi to say on TikTok no who are on TikTok. I mean TikTok for kakra. Now musu moka grono. Good evening to Ekuya ya TikTok this evening. Ponko Nana Nana Ponko and so Shemi. Obi so to say Jerry live on TikTok. Elijah is watching me live on TikTok tonight. Just trust the process. Into process just trust. And also Shemi Jumbre, glitz and style and glitz, and so Shemi this evening. Budu Kwesi and Shemi Jumbre, Bashiru Amadou, that is Amadou Bashiru, is also live here. Ken Tellem, Tellem King is also watching me this evening. Mr. Mr. and so Shemi. Nana Yao Owusu Yao Nana, and so Shemi Jumbre. Emmanuel Tete, Tete Emmanuel, and so Shemi Jumbre. Ruthie is also watching me, and so Shemi. Ruthie Friche Dimpao. Me who obviously say pretty if you are pretty is also live from back to front. You know, your boy will say name first and your first name. Obi to say Gilbert Apo is also live on Loud Silence TV. Obi to say Adama and so Shemi Amada is Amada, ono your friend Adama. Amada Shemi, ono your friend Adama. Malam, ono your friend Malam. Into the eternity. Mo Shemi, you bring in Yamin. Thank you very much for being here tonight. I really appreciate you tuning in and being part of tonight's show. Good evening to Obia Minim Libia Ghana. I really appreciate every single person Obia who supported this platform. Every single person. Me nam for be Ghana. Me pay myself almost so I'm kra. Hey, good evening to Coleman. To see I didn't bet my kind of say Coleman ya debi Ghana minipa bi ho kyerɛ ne kakra na mefrɛ Coleman so Coleman minipa o hia assistance kakra na ubetumi aboa no leading the person to get the access and anything political na bibia regular things people need help with. Na Coleman adwuma wa ye no. In fact, first time just say Coleman oye the height near 4.1. Sir, I feel me say 4.3. I first thing I'm just 4.1. Oh, is here the Coleman actually so 4.3. Enti Ghana for nyina me pese nyina mo pa Coleman achoma me. Said the makafa hu bia mesre no on fanche me. Na me nua na me nua ketewa na me. Sebio obi pe wasema na ka wasem. Sebio Coleman meni so na me dwen se kraman Norway. Sa na gizzard. Meni so na meni so no me dwen se kraman na nye kraman na gizzard. And a Coleman on real okra da. Say okra na madwim no na okra ehun se sa abrofo friend okra say na nkruma na bje so okra enti de be frima no ba na mafo so me se Coleman we okra enye okra 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 enti na owi nkruma enti de bia no ana mafo jima enti amabo Coleman dwen se bia me mpe na asem enti we de ade papa Coleman aye e de ama me a kye madamfo ya ende madamfo no enti munyina monda na asem me na mo pa ne kye se ma no ntia ne da ma no so ntimi ntia ne da o very fine guy kye se wo hwe be ma ogina ho a de bibia efe just say or nipa in crania amount for dono me am who am to we de be mani ogina ne na so sebi odi ne TV so to me fa eni ade nti munyina monda Coleman asema me or nipa pa say me pena sempa Coleman Robert Coleman Wembley CEO very nice guy enti nyamisha Coleman pa ade bia oye no school bia no ni nyina enye no kre na amanfo se ohuri wo no akoka na hia kowi akokọ ni nyina na entro enye no kre ba akompo omso Coleman no ko school no sa time no ukọ class that uja otranko adu obu ani no akoyi ni nyina no moboa Coleman anya sade ni bida a very decent guy nkofo tumi de nsam to no so Coleman obi kraman na mo no okunu no awe no asa beka so wakohu kraman so da kaneshi ni nyina sa Coleman ni hwehwe onye bibi sa da nti nsam makaka to no so na ma nipa bi ekeka ye but me na meka ye keka but sansem nya no kranti obi anda Coleman asema me waya ade na oye nipa so say nti wa onim ni bia wo hia na ka say Kevin said o kan nyina oboa so Kevin ka so we okra me oboa okra eni ade nti baby a Coleman will be an cranfo nyina me dam asese mu di Coleman ama me sama damfo no o a nice guy pa so op diamond crack to Ghana offer no benye bia ma ai na me nim se na Coleman nim ko fom to wi ni ada na me nim na o nipa bia also on kasa kese ai koke kra obetuma cho chemical ede ye onu bibia o edwuma bia bi da ai ade ba ko je bi da me esi no onye me esi da but e ba bibia de oye o de o problem ka kire me ka kire Coleman ai everywhere Coleman go problem is solved ai Coleman or a nice guy too. Okra. Aye. On we okra, okra. And I make okra. They be another man wafum. Aye. All right, mommy and show no. It's exactly 9:03 p.m. US. And the video be near say guy be. Wakofa girl be about Accra. And I say girl no say or girl no cheat to a guy. This is a guy neighbor girl no. And me share video no on Facebook. Now me say so guy we panya we try fa no kwe. And a guy is on messing no munku krase. And I said, guy, member ba obon saying, KK dia catch them. Ka ware na kakwasi bi nkofano. Inti ware ntem the jai so obon o sade no krase no. Wa ba ya de ni ye won kran. O sade krase ma Kwame Paul mo ene nsa edrem sa kokeka. Inti mun ware ntem. Sade ba ya kwasi bi na o yirenda. Inti ka guy ye obu girli na nka oson ko ware ntem. Ain. Young people am Ghana mon power ntem. Say sa ansem no katum tim so say the moment I be wie eye de senior high school ura eyede tertiary na so betuma awo so betuma ware very important warentem SS ni nyina wie de ura tertiary uwie tertiary a so wo no awo e bia ka final year kra obewie school no awo wontam an be ma ne mba musura wododo Ghana mbrante ne mabawa mon warentem mon wontem sada be ambotumi ne mo manyini so hu nkofo dada mo na wo adabi JSS no ko SS no ko right tertiary say polio so university ura wa o third year na oba be wi no awnyem no awo ohun ma be ma bi on be ma ne nware wontem wo ana mo nyini no ana mo nyini ansara ma wo 55 na afi na oba wo first born wagimi mon ya mon wontem mba no so on say oba de would 35-40 kwana say wa wo de no anu ayemre ne de ene na ma mutumi wo ma bebre na sabi obi ma emba te say chema wontumi mo more sample mo so bitumi wo satan na bebia wodu ni age na wo de na emu ago enti omo wo a enkwara ne hyeda nya nipa eni ntia hu enkwara bi na omo nyini na wai se chema wontumi okasa se wogimigimi kakra uwo bi ne awo de se more sample jimigimi kakra enti saade no owo ntama because who see who so no who den no owo a owo nkwara a omu di te se me omu ohu be ma to say yeah akora den ho akono be ma pa ni san entire mo wontem mo chadodo we pɛ me na me pɛ na we pɛ wa wo pɛ saa na we di 35 40 ebi mo so enyo mo 40 be ma na responsible nti omu so oba bi so gina na so pɛ mu suro no nti na Ghana for mo wontem mo ntan wo na edi 40 na fe na akɔ be ma de obetima ba oba de mo mpra wo ntem mamu suro nyame na hwɛ nipa obetima hwɛ imponche kura wo Ghana etumi na ntin kokwa wo na wo nam Ghana ye we de me wo ebe na mahwɛ nyame bɛhwɛ wo sɛ saa de ka kyerɛ mo wontem ana mba no mo chadodo mo cha wo ho wodi be uwie tertiary ukɔ university polytechnic nursing uwie no awo into wo sane tentem o ka sɛ na de ma ma menhwɛ akora no wo be nyina oba so nyini fine na mo nyina makɔ stadium na mo nyina mo pie na de bia mo twan 35 40 na mo wo na e problem but when ka say man na omo wo na obi wo ha opa wo nya wo ene de onyame ene de ma onyame de be ma omo mo so a mo ye young na mo husisi mo ho so no so be ya abortion 50 de nka wo 30 de bia na menyam ende ma me koto e post no na di na mo mbo mo gire me ye koto we ne de ye say ehyem 5 onom ba ko first day na wa twen kakra enti after 24 hours no anom 4 no aka no either say you be insert and say we benom oral or sa nyama ni nyina emwa so enti ende wo shega na ni ba I want to pick pills so o de koye den they say it is in 5 and they have no crime reading on internet so me reading on internet so I say man Ghana for man na doctors atra mo ehyemu 9 ehyemu num first one there also num and na ebe fight hormones no international no won be obasa na say the next day no either say you insert or you swallow that but am pay insertion no because eno na faster na de bia sa month 2 weeks bia 3 months bia eno emwa ohun inti e read sa nyoba nyina articles when you read a ena man high inti am wontem nipa de owo na wawo no and debia Lydia posting no two near the girls no ye catch them it me de nyina me reading on internet so nyina and AI ubusa na obeka bibia a kire o de ko busa AI obeka kire nu nyina a kire ana on sa girls mon tia boys do no ba no omo omunsuo na no nya den dodo na hunsuo dumi wunipa ende no kre nkwase ansa na no ne saa Ghana nsane ne saa nyoma no anti bebre boys be 70% omunsuo asai omutumi wunipa it is sometimes mo hwem be ma mo ne ombe nante ye two boys ne for omunte nkwase ansa ne nkwase jot ene nkwase nyoma no enti de bia mba no so anytime guys mo wunta because memma no dodo ne 35 na ye ka omunyina ntumi wo bebre nam Ghana eduane omudi esi amadane ajekum Gary Benson, Ejekun Francis. Is your TV so Ejekun Francis no? And Ejekun Francis on Facebook. TV so Ejekun Francis. Me na me no kasa hi. Ejekun Francis tuntum no. Me I am from Ejekun. Me dia kasa Kevin Taylor aka Ibradango aka Mr. Saki aka Ejekun Francis TV so the enemy. Me say boys in bebre omonam omonsuo entumi wo ba into ye lucky na kwase bi nyem wa akora no na hwe obama ni nyini bebre hunsuo nya adwuma me na me ka kire boys le bebre ni na mokwa bebre omom na nam club ni ade ye koba ye omosa kakalika de omunyina hunsuo nya adwuma entumi wo into ye oba na se okohia eye de bema ne ni da ho a na so be wo because aya na musura wo do Ghana mba musura wo usiswa Uwo school, university fast. Ko JSS, ko SS, ko university, ko polytechnic, ko nursing training, ko teacher training. Uwie ye na no fast. Now we is our responsibility ne free. Be man so nja man nko. Oba ne benyi no ma mehwe no. Nyame na hwe nipa. Nyame na boy ho ban. Enti na de bia kana modwa no kra na maka kire no. Wo ko bisa Coleman, o won tem papa. Coleman. Oh, what did be Coleman catch? Coleman, who design Coleman or one time papa, and then who Coleman and the banner, my cousin and girlfriend, and so the bar. Into nam town or Babini Coleman nam, na Coleman be an inside of Bani Coom, no, and yes, Coleman be and ma Coleman. Say, over Coleman, who was a Coleman no better picture, na and the back, or one time into honor say, it's our responsibility no, or if you need him into the honor legitimate man, they didn't any problem because almost one time. Into Coleman dear, be kind of basic Coleman, so many pardon. A very nice guy. Cho delete my number. Iti I'm on them. All right. So young fancy so. Ajekum Francis TV so DDB. Francis Ajekum. All right. Team, should we move? Now there's a story I was here doing komo. Story where say, hey, me macho na badodo. Why? Guys, nigga, ehia for no ai ehia ekurase ehia for atamfo ehia for. Omu say Kevin ye no find girl. He say girl be hwe me. I say Franco, I say yes. A guy we I sana na je who say guy be dwamia na the girl feel me maka I dey be da ho a hwe e say girl be hwe me and the boy to or hwe the boy na ase banchidua the or hwe be mo da no hwe the pa a pobitua ne kunu ne boy ne ha obi so ne kunu da ho or hwe the kunu kon ade bi a hwe the kon na otumi hwe be ma pa we yi na bodwi na yi na or hwe Kevin otumi Franco I say yeah Kevin way machina minimo you see a girls now mo share me no so mo text it boy be the girl be to my girl text on any friends text say have you seen the guy he's back again yeah I've seen I'm watching him obiara ni omo mawari no bukuniti ene omo so omo ni omo boys no omo nyina de dem sisi ade omo boys in Pasua campus and omo the girls chat girls group he's back have you seen him say today he's looking so cute very cute guy but this guy I don't know girls need text it machines need text it paper boys need to say Jimmy for omo nim the girls need can because omo nya be mate semi soko AF ede it was a girls need text see anohwe omo study twetwe what are you doing for Jimmy go no a man did me home come they say go ahead I'm gonna text it hello Messi are you online he's here girls they texted him he's here yeah I've seen him but this guy it's Kwame watching he's not watching he's a fool yeah di Kwame atam Jimmy on your money about go campus Jimmy almost shame me and the girls in your identity what no about to see why already said your what kind of natos na or text me on the girls need me home come omunya come pe he's flexing. It's almost text you. Girls, he's flexing. See, the guy is flexing. Have you seen it? Yeah. Yeah. He's doing it. Yeah. I grab my one down. Girls, they text you. He's flexing. Did you see it? Yeah. Wow. Yeah, this is so cute. This guy. Deborah also texted. I've seen it. Do you guys just get online? Yes, we are online. We've been online since he came. The whole night I couldn't sleep. I thought he wasn't coming. Yeah, I'm coming. I am coming, baby. I'm gonna text it. Hey, I would text him. I thought he wasn't going to come. I afforded the hold on show. They said I should get the Jimmy B. Wako one round the bell 30 seconds. What that J or the honey texted me on some. I both flew. Sorry, go for you. Sugar daddy go giant. Oh, coffee upon school, upon Juma Crocodile, and Jimmy, and Odaho, and the girls. It's no, oh my girls chat. It's your girls, no group, Kevin's girls. It's your munya, and sugar mommy for no, and a sugar aunties, omunya text, omudia, a young grass for the normal pebino. Ekia, wabao. Abesi wa for no feeling me no. Omudia so mu zdrobia. Abena fakor no fakor waba ukunu no wabao. Hey, where the one shananka won na. Also share abena na me abo be no nsem di fufu wie yo bi di fufu na metia abo no wotwe o ma ya mekuni waba ni kuru Jimmy no bon no to onware ai Kwame ata Jimmy again
no twin hey cha 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 twin hey mama hey yata biloko yata nagai yata mama twin hey cha 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 twin hey mama hey yata biloko yata nagai yata mama.
All right, you're still live on Loud Silence TV. My name is Kevin Taylor. Mommy and share a show with a very important. Let's get serious. The Ghana Meteorological GMET. Ghana Metro, that be Ghana Meteorological Agency. That's how they call them, right? GMET warns of more rains, urges residents to stay alert. Omo amushe insuto, ene sani insuto, ne kesiye mu ne tietiem, ene omo amushe insu a eto ewo Ghana so no. And omo de asem abetudwa. Omo say insu na eto no, memo bi anya na adwene say ejai. Yewu. ebeto de mo ding omo say mema Ghana for nyoma adwene say insuo no ebejai na ni insuo de say ejine muani enti wo asebio insuo afa wo no a wa adwene say ochina de twe kakra akwa kohye onyoma no ende kai say men kohyehye na insuo no ebesa ato ende yewu afi de ekire nyina eto kanu ye nyina ekire to boat because they akode de say insuo we nyankopon amoa na wanti insuo we so na nkofo nsem okeka ya nhwe ne de ande ekire nyina to boat this year de ekire koton ho yakoton ho ajapade ko to boat because they akode de insuo we to so another 2 weeks 3 weeks there and the ekire ahemfo so om konwa de nante Ghana because we bia ni we benya konwa de esi atenam yentumi fo apakan baby any osofo begina preachi economy ni be collapse yo enti Jimet for akacha Ghana for say esi insuo na etoto no am say memfa information ema Ghana for mema obi anya na adwene say insuo no ejai sebio ebia ento dendendene ento ema enyiri na ebeto stella enya enteye enti sebio we Ghana ni na wuti bebi a insuo eyiri a ebe beta say ubetu akọ bebi a sebio insuo no entumi yiri mfaw we a caution inti mo amuti bebi a say we beka say wetland and I say below de whatever they call it no yesra mo samo bebi a mbetuma atu akọ a mo amwon kran na insuo sebio ebia insuo asem fie asem nyoma mesra mo samu krom anase bebi amufiri no insuo mfa omo a mobetumi akọ akotwan kakra every say sia no insuo no enya dia eba beden ebejai enya me na meka empenifo a omohwe insu toso ene senia insuo etofa ena omode saa asemwe etudwa omo say insuo no mom de ebetuma ba se ebeton ketenkete still a insuo no ebi ewo ho a ebetomo nti enya se bia omo hye obi akumetuo anase omde akumetuo to obi so they are just saying that people are supposed to understand that the rains, there are more rains coming in soon better more, and that they are urging people to stay alert. Ni nyina say monhwe muye obia ehwe ne ba baby and ba be school no okwa amoni kwa akora no ho sebio wonso baby a wote no insuo ta eflade anase efam wo ho a ma weni enko because insuo no ebesa to asem we de emu ehwerom eden kakra se ebeka but or say na nipa so ehye ne ho so and I say very how do you say stay alert na obia so eniba ne ho so nti omo hwe insu to so ene senia insuo no ye be monitor no Ghana no omse omsre Ghana for obia enhye ne ho so and I say oma ne ninda ho eno ne ade no obia ma ne ninda ho na insuo no enya ade a insuo no ate some kese pa but ebe ne den anene ballers etoto edan etisi ne rough ene na kofa problem we nyina aba yetemantem na boga bi aba na sikeni bi aba we the politician yenim no we the owesko obesi de obesi apartment wa ha be fa papa ono na ebe cause flood no yaka kire mo baller we de ye de aba no yesi we mu de ene na ebe cause ye ne ane akekere ne ewuro na akoto gatem eno na e cause inti one part of this problem no yebetima ka say poor planning by government aba ako another part of this problem no ye nyankasa nipa no ye nyama ye baller ye eni ye ne rough and the other part no poor planning senia ya ma ye ho kwan ema nipa bi esisi die by heart yetimantem ye nyina nim say hagata da ha na boga bia be sisto esiso na ekrom ho impenifo ahemfo obi aka na no atum boga we de enim no Germany no wo ne papa politician we ye MP ni na ya manesi store de sigata no so insoto a eyiri a ye de hiafo ne bekoye dem right now na insoto is not being selective baby na wujin say insoto tumi nko no right now insoto ko baby a Chado East Legon Airport Hills the reason is that baby ana first insuo kono you see a dime a ho nyina choki nti say insuo no pe baby afa nti insuo no right now it is looking for space nti nobody lives in a residential area in Accra and Accra baby enu obetima ka say insuo emko insuo be ko baby a if it's a first no Andrew said it is a Titus Glover eka say during our time the flooding wasn't like this Jimmy. It was during your time na mo start see nkwasi adan wo Ghana moje aban sase esi adan unnecessarily mu wi asika de wo hye adan na mutino the fraud boys in your government the criminals in your government they wanted to wash their money so everybody was into real estate sa 8 years na mutisi nkwasi adan na insuo no mo block no afei na sa effect ni efili Etunya Obi the Titus Glover, a comedian who was given power and went around singing like a member of Nkulenu brass band. Kwasi ya mani to me na odetonyom. Titus Glover, your man to me, not tinkai de tonyum. Na or the tonyum Jimmy, and that to me a friend also could the MPP for him. I heard him say, during our time as MPP, the flood wasn't like this. Are you not stupid to even speak like this? Enkrani ba. Ega. Enkrani. Obi a nyinu yetete one kran o setema. Ubi wa no kasa asemo ya. Can't you see you have deceived, disappointed the people? Oh, yeni abreso na flood no ho. Na ended the aye too much. Jimmy. It is because a dynamo see yano. Most start to see from 2018, 19, 20, 21 year catch them. Right now, a dyna block baby and a first, in so the funding into first, not in so a year 5 inches. Right now, a baby 20 inches because it is not getting space to exit. In so your baby uncle, if we a slow there by your baby uncle. It baby and I'm expect to say at the end of the day, a hobby flood today, what is a baby flood we must show because all those places at this point, in Siono is looking for place to go. In Siono, it always looks for a route. It looks for places a bit to Martiniaco. Inti Sawoti a Jubilee House crow a so cry at a point say anya bibia in Siono before bia. That is how it works. It for a grown-ass man. Neto can kind to sit on TV and say, during our time for 8 years, oh, it was flooding, but I wasn't flooding like this. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Enti, momentie eye sa caution way, Ghana Meteorological Agency, for na de abeto abontene, omsi nsuo no, omohwe ewiem ene senia ewiem ye na nsuo no ebi beto aka ho nti moma yen boy ho moden na yen hye ho den da yen nye ahweyie senia be ya ye ni beko ye ma ho sebe nsuo ye nantinantim no moma yen jai ebi wo ha na amena bi da ho ebi wo ha na ebi asekan bi na nsuo afa ne dem unemu ebetumi twa wo nan ebi wo so a eye sebio ana flood si anase nsuo yiri efa mantema ana nipa bi ntiase adekudie ntia aya na ye kase moma enkwara mamoma nkwara mfemu mamoma sebio nipa nkasa ye mfesa nsuo num so obenya baby ye high na obegina gina ho because nsuo na eba no you need to understand say sa nsuo na flood no it is contaminated already so by mistake de biboko onum a also tiache say buntu akọ onum ebi boko onum a aboa bi na wewu eda udan de chi na nsuo na fa body no eno so ebi akọ onum ebia na gata bi eye den local eye KVIP bibo area ho nsuo afem enti se oye mistake na nsuo na sebio eyire ba na obadwen se normal ana mu se ebi mu dware wom yesi akọ bi atene nsuo into swimming pool ubewu because yarea e was nsuo nim no remember nsuo no is mixed with KVIP bi na area wa nsuo na bawuram Insuo has mixed with ebia cemetery bi owa ebia obi wo hare adaka ne yentu amana nkofom aboewura cemetery insuo ne bi wom anene na ya nene no insuo na fa bi obi wo ha na bola bi wo ni area ho insuo na fa bola no enti san insuo na ohunu sa na ubewu se obi dem na odware o se o insuo ne de ye de ye campaign mi dware ama obi a ubewu because yare e wo san insuo nyensu ketu anya yare ketu so you people should be very careful. It's time who's and for editing sonim now with sony yes say now I don't catch up say hey you are going to kill yourself in the next month or two because yarena would you go move with that in that minute are you crazy saying so yiri efa mantem na yesu enim na da ye area ha de bibia yankata toilet so urinary yankata so yankata bibia so it is all saying so yiri na ekwa nsuo also avoid men demusa udware men ma kwara mfem men ma kwara nsanso ni huhuro manim men ka se we de inso na yiri this is death yare enenam until let's avoid saade na inso yiri ana nipa bi didam na omo sweme na e kire nkofo se area ha de yato wala fa da ho na inso no yare let it drain away men fa hu nkojisha saade num and we are telling you people all these things de bia ye ka kire mo mate me de me somafo now. The President of the Republic, John Dramani Mahama, and the Ofri Akwentumu Ebaye. Now, Ofri Akwentumu Ebaye no, or the Sebio, one fan in Sapine Ebaye. President John Dramani Mahama didn't share Ghana for UK. And on the Ghana for over 3,000 Asia, or then the Finance Minister, the Roots, the Lands Minister, and the Governor of Bank of Ghana. Some penny 43 when you now call UK, Echo Church and same which Ghana for, Emma Ghana for you who say, Aban Papa, Emma Omrium supporting you air support Abano. President Mahama free honor called Belarus. ɛna ɛhɔ so no dwuma de okodi ene sɛ ɛyɛ Belarus ɛba ɛyɛ mfidi a yɛde efuo ana ekwadwuma a sebio ɛyɛ Belarus so ɔmo ka ho paa nti ɔkɔhwɛ ɛmo mfidie ɛne sɛnea obetuma aboa ma Belarus ne Ghana fo akamuti aboma mfidie a ɔmo de die ekwadwuma no yɛbenya bi wɔ Ghana to support our agricultural industry. Nti John Dramani Mahama visited Belarus and then Endra made him videos chirawa the president went on the field, the place where they assemble the tractors near the idea ye full. Remember, John Mahama Aban say Farmer Service Center no omo person make sure say NDC Aban kakra no constituency any region bia no ombenya Farmer Service Center amekuafo no say the be obekona tractor papa siwo harvester papa siwo ye obibi obetuma koje equipment obetuma kodi wefuo edi wedwuma say bi ekuafo no embra as groups inti ni nyina enyoma all make sure say ebebem na Ghana fo ekuafo eho atomo na ende anopa wi Eye Onyankopon eyi pomemu kwan ema eye John Dramani Mahama, the president of the republic, elande ewo Ghana. Moma yenkɔhwɛ eye president arriving this afternoon. So President Mahama elande wo eye Accra International Airport and the Vice President of the Republic Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman ekushia the president mwamuhu Falcon no de bae Falcon wo de tukwan o de akwaba imrebiduna akontu mu wa na president ma fa Falcon ankwa mo bi ankasa ai Falcon no okọ Europe de akwaba sesi ana akontu wo ho na eso na wa na se petro no Falcon ni tumi fa sa petro no na president ni nua ankasa plane ko a mema otwe ba bi mbekasa na president ni nua Mahama Ibrahim plane akọ munya bo ni tia Falcon na president de ko ye o de tukwan akwaba so next time o tukwan na se ni nua ankasa o Mr President akonto de mu wa sebio Falcon no plane no ni engine sa sebio transit na mbo anti Jimmy plane kese na mema otwe ba bi amekase na president Mahama nua plane mwa nti mu Falcon no mebo a obonsuofo mo Belarus no bohoro ye Belarus obonsuofo sei omo nyina free eye Belarus be kwai omo no bohoro plane no fefefe ebesi wo mu nyina bohu o Yusuf Falcon no mema otwe bia kwaka se na president Mahama adentina Ibrahim Mahama plane se o tukwan na kwanto no wa ne ambassador president be gina na se ni nua o plane na ono so ye Ghana ni o tua taxes obetu na president man de akọ enti mekai mo enti president bedru ye no we saw a year how the vice president to me welcome a president no edene ewo Accra International Airport. Very, very beautiful spectacle there. You also saw a year in Penifua omunyina ba ye ebeshia President John Dramani Mahama ewo a year Accra International airport. The president and the vice president, you know, all kinds of Bibia Boko, Mr. President, Bibia the D Papa. In fact, the pandemic catcher Nana so the brofunity. I into to me, we need to focus. I now focus on what the brofo. I want to say Asimisi. I was telling a president, Mr. President, welcome home. In fact, when he went, a lot of things have happened. Everything is under control. The country is still safe, and we are very focused. Focus. Also, we are very focused on all that you left behind. And in fact, the floods are disturbing a little bit. But Mr. President, you know, and Mr. President, don't worry. I know everything. When I was in the sky, I saw everything. So we are very focused. I can focus, the chair president. Now, Osha dignitaries in Penifo Omuhiapa Omunyina Etumiko airport Wokushia President John Dramani Mahama. You can see Penifo, the former chairman of the NDC, Mr. Segbefia was there, Ampofu Ankra was there. We saw Madam Later, also Madam Bampo, so a whole lot of people. I think in Penifo, they are excited. The president is back and very, very strong and healthy. And Osha, the CDS, Chief Defense, on Rankasa, Soldier for Piggy Nankasa, on Rankasa, so Ebishia president to her. You can see the police hierarchy so almost by Ebishia, the president of the republic. All these very important dignitaries were excited to meet the president at the Accra International Airport. You can see clearly it was a very beautiful day. Everybody was very, very excited. Now, President Ebedru, we saw say Okasaye. Na nekasa mu no omayati asie say Belarus okoye no asema odifri akwentum ba na eniem. Mr. P, I hope I have the right video.
Just dump it in the drains. It's choked all the underground drains. And then aside from that,
in fact, this is when he was speaking. In fact, President Ebaeno Omagana for United Asia time on the Kasa say, President Mahama secures arrangement with Belarus for the supply of 1,840 pieces of agricultural equipment. In the present Etumako Belarus, ako ni omako tenase ama oni oma enya agreement to say the equipment way idea ekue jumano about 1,840 pieces of agriculture equipment the nyina eba Ghana de beboa abesha eye ekudwumem ama ahyemukena. Inti president no wanko Belarus say okodi nkomo keke oko Belarus oko abroche say odi bibi eba fie enti no ka say ekuafo amwo Ghana koko ekuafo kashu ekuafo emu ekuafo banche ekuafo bagire ekuafo mo amudia jene mo amudia eye ginger eye akekedro mo ekuadwuma no tomatoes fo ene mo amuka ho nyina no president ko ye no mo ena na moda na koma so a opese obie ekuadwuma nim farmer service center MDC fo pese eye ekuafo nyina enya access omutu etuminya equipment papa edi ejuma abra ekabia mbeda omoso no John Dramani Mahama ne na aban na start age ho djuma wa wonim Eric Opoku a oye agric minister send your born humodi ye eba agric nsensem a wawedra wo ye and obi anim how effective the agric minister is until with our agric minister's advice no President Eko Belarus no one Belarus for etnasi edi nkomo emende ene ka say asema abepiem say President John Mahama one Belarus for etnasi President Natanase omunyina akọ de adwene krom say eye Ghana ombema ye agriculture equipment about 1,840 pieces ni nyina obobe shipe de aba Ghana na ye de ama ekuafo de bie ekwadwumem na aban so etunde bie ekwadwumem Ghana. This government is a government that basically thinks about Ghana kwani. Echire obi person dada no ho person obegya tum ba wo hwe effort aban we de ahye ekwadwumem ahwe time aban we buy na amanfo eye gala wo Ghana amanfo de champagne amanfo de moto se de ebonsuo aban we eji sa motos na omde bonsuo nya na o de amekuafo. Thousands and thousands of them have been given to eye farmers omde sa motos no eye irrigation farming. So you can see aban we obaye kokofo ekuafo problem no muwom ende koko ekuafo munim nyansa atiase de na aban ne ye. Right now, along the way, the finance minister ebe ready budget. Omde eye de ensempapa ombeso de makoko kuadwuma no e de bo eye sa kokoko kuadwuma no ho ban no omde betu dwama Ghana fo be hu se aban we ba ye se obeboa ekuafo obebua ekuafo ema ekuadwuma no ejina ne na so. President so to one among wakwa abrochire injiresi Belarus eho ene ye ekuafo the machines akesia papa ni bi wakọ ho ene president na kodi nkomo akotena se aka Ghana for yeku adwuma ho nsensem akire president no ma president no say John Mahama nim nyansa enti one ne kuro no so omate Mahama ase omode 1,840 equipment no omobe shipping nyina de aba Ghana na eye NDC aban etumi de ama ekuafo na omutumi edi dwuma e wo Ghana enti ose nyina ti ase we ene aban a oto abama no aban a enim nyansa aban a aye ready say ebedi no kura kiro president tu kwan no ade a ode baaye eye de ade pa odi edi ne chi baaye mom yankotie President John Dramani Mahama time a obedru no ene time a oka sa ensem we hu nyina a kire Ghana for.
And so after the breakup of the Soviet Union, they maintained the competence of building first-class agricultural equipment. And so we signed an MOU for supply of agricultural tractors, combine harvesters, plows, harrows, boom sprayers, and modern agricultural equipment as part of our program for the farmers service centers to provide mechanization for our farmers. But not only that, they are looking at the whole value chain. So they say it's not enough to have good equipment. It is the agronomy and the seeds and the fertilizer and everything, how you manage the farm. And they are very good at farm management. And so they're not only bringing us equipment, they're bringing us people, personnel to come and work with our farmers to increase their productivity in the area of agriculture. And so we signed 3 agreements there too. One on agricultural cooperation, another one on a joint economic commission, and a third one on trade. Our trade is still low. They buy cocoa from us for their chocolates. They make confectionery. And we also buy some wood products and agricultural material like fertilizers and other things from them. And so they want to see how we can work together to increase the trading amongst ourselves. And so that was Belarus. I had a bilateral with the president, President Lukashenko, and he was very warm. And I believe that they are seeing the opportunities of opening up into Africa. They also produce mining equipment, drills and trucks and all that. And so they will later send a delegation to Ghana to see what the opportunities in the mining sector are. And so overall, it was a very successful visit. And we are not just signing those MOUs, we also signed a visa waiver agreement with them. And so we're not just signing MOUs, we're working to make sure that whatever we discussed and whatever we signed on to is made into a reality.
President Mahama ofri Belarus by no or the Juma Kudi Winina and na all kind of brofum. They're not can say we'll be in Belarus. Time omoti omu free Russia hono sebio omotu omonisi jumadia efa equipments, machines, infidia yedi ekujuma any sebio infidia yedi tu de egudie ewa asasimu. No say akwenti otu okọ Belarus no. President ye nipa say sebio odene tenase edi nkomo yie mo omoti ase say eba ekujuma ewo ebibrimemu especially ekura Ghana odi enimu na omo yewo nkwadwuma ane nkwiafo a ewo sesebio yebo modwuma no ho ban na ni nyina ka ho na omanaba Belarus a ono mo bedi nsaboso ma yehu se infidie a omo ya sebio wiase age omo nyina tum se infidie de omo ya ade no se ne infidie ne bi omo betubenya bi de akọ Ghana na Ghana fo ekuafo so no sebio omo nya infidipa ade ye adwuma ma omo kuadwuma na akoso ono na aban so ka kire omo se na aban we didaso bi a se ewo se sebio Ghana no mbia bebre no benya farmer service center ekuafo no ebetumi akọ ho akonya de ekua hu de infidie de abo adwuma ma omunku adwuma no akoso nti oso okọ ho no sebio omo de omo nsa hye tripo ana agreement be enan ase a omo nyina agi atum se omo pese omo di hu dwuma nti sa 1840 equipment na omo de ba no na ni nyina ka agreement no na ebi ne se o se omodo munsa ehye krata se dwindwini bibi friend agri cooperation se ne be ombetumi di nsawoso sebio enya mfidie ne nko a omokọ ene omakoka ede abre Ghana ma ye de bie nkwadwuma mu no na emom no omode nipa ebeka ho a omobe kire se ne mfidie de kwa ye no ane se ne mfidie de maintain no na se ne mfidie no ebu adwuma eno so ye ade a omotena so a omma omutiri ko bankrum a omunyina no agitumu osase se ade foforo a omosade sebio omosa sha ase omunyina no adwene eko bankrum no joint economic commission ose ade bi a eba one Ghana ene Belarus wa eba nkitahudie a efa omosika sam totoye ho se ne ebetumi di nsawoso ma oman mienu no etumi aye adwuma bom na eba sikasam totoye se ne ebeboa ye ho ma ye nyina yedi ye ho edi ye ho so na ye nyoma akoyie no ose omosa ne omotena asem omuti ko bankrum ema no so omudi hu nkomo na bibi a efa joint trade eba de adwadie between Ghana and Belarus no omotena ase ema omuti eko bankrum ema hu se adwadie hu nsem sebio eba chocolate a sebio omu use no omukrom pa a omudi bi ye nyoma bebre no ye Ghana for edua koko nti omotena ase di hu nkomo se so omo pe koko pa na omo pe koko a sebio ebetumi abo omo dwumedie ene senia omo edi koko ye nduane a omo betumi ne Ghana di nsa woso nti omo so gitum so omo ne Ghana bekasa eba koko a omo beto efri Ghana ni nyina ka ho ene nhyehyeye a omo di hu nkomo osi okoye no omamfo mo nsa pan ne baaye sebio the foreign affairs minister okujita black kwam so enchenche no side issues no omo ne Belarus for tenase edi nkomo se visa sebio ope ak of Belarus ana obi o Belarus na ope visa aba Ghana na ye chinchine emu ayɛ dendenden no anatare no ɔse esi ano yɛfrɛ bibi visa waiver ɔmo ɛbɛgum na woyɛ Ghana ni na pɛ sɛ ɔkɔ Belarus a emu bɛyɛ go emu bɛyɛ fu a ɛnyɛ den sɛ ɛwɔ sɛ ofa nsɛm bebree mu anaasɛ process bebree mu ansa na wotumi akɔ Belarus yɛfrɛ bibi visa waiver sɛ ne bɛyɛ Ghana foɔ betumi free ha akɔ Belarus so obi pɛ sɛ ɔkɔsua mfidie ho adwuma tech student technical education for person engineers musua equipment mining equia Ghana for students between free Ghana kwa abra obi ntumi fa visa block yomo it visa waiver no so tenase edi hu nkoma ebedu pempe so enche bia Ghana for betuma ko Belarus abra bibia nsi omo kwan na Belarus for so person ba Ghana bibia entumi nsi omo kwan o se omo so omo ya ade pa ewo mfidi a yedi tu egudie mining equipment no omo di nkomo se omo mbra na omo behwe se ne mining no sebio ono na aban ne pese ode ma Ghana for sebio Ghana for ya wo mu a omo so betumi tu egudie ma Ghana nya ho mfaso oka gold board ho nsem kire omo se ye pese egudie ne ye tu o Ghana ye na ne o Ghana na ye ton na de mfaso ba so nti omo so no a omo ye de mfidi a ye de tu egudie e wo fom ene asase ase no omo embra na omo mehwe se ne a sebio Ghana indigenous companies no ebehia mfidie bi omo wo bi a omo betumi aboa ama Ghana sebio ye ntumpon no ye mpuntuo no akonenim nti we ni nsema president ekoya ekosi Belarus a otena airport a odudwe mu kire Ghana for ma ye nyina ye te ase. This is how governance is supposed to be. President no etimi account for the trip no the 5-day trip na okọ Belarus no nti ye nyina ye nya idea of what the president okọ no sebio dwumadi okodi and dwumadi a sebio with all due respect is one of the positive signs. Sometimes as a Ghanaian when you sit back you ask yourself for the past 8 years we never experienced anything like this. Nana the Danko Kufuor to me to kwamba obana desu ayada no akwhye fie no anum wi no ada. Ekufuor to me kasa ne asaso obi so o mechirechire mu nchireye. E say the ejimi. This is a president who can speak our language, understand us, and at the end of the day communicate they all ye chireye. This is what we have been asking for. Na nyo nyankopon ni ne yepe. Adekudie ntia nipa dodo ekọ abontre kọ to aba ema NDC. Eka say MPP for ejimi no because we needed people who were humans. Na yehia nipa omuye nipa na yehia se emmoa bedi enim. There were some people in Ghana in the past for the past 8 years na omudi Ghana so na omudi so omhye suit omuye nipa nti at the point no mutumi ne communicate to say nipa no mumuye no omudi say yejimi. But this is a president who lands, explain every single thing he did to us, he did for us, every trip okọ ebia no wa kire de oye nyina mu we ne de kire man nti enyan no we are aware of what the president went to do at a point in our lives. Imbre bi ne ti krom ha ena amubeka kire say eye Mahamudu Bawumia akọ China wakonya $15 billion mokai FPP de mo jibitu mokai ne ti krom ha enkofo ebedi power Bawumia beka kire say omakọ China akonya $15 billion each. Everybody enkofo we pa yenya time omo sankofo we 2017 hwa osafmafo na no se boto hwa enkof Fred Blay ewifo nkoa omukotwa picture with China and omeka kire Ghana for they splashed it everywhere and omeka kire Ghana for say oh Mahmoud Bawumia hit $15 billion jackpot in China. Hey, Jimmy Pen, hey, enkofo we ohun. Omo we sie nyina ye nkokọ. MPP for mo Jimmy tu. Mo refi we. Ande me kai mo. Me de me somafo. Ye tena kroma mo mbeka chese Bawumia and MPP for akọ China. Oh, omo ba power no. Bawumia konya 15 billion. Video we Jimmy o, ta go for we. 15 billion benjale si wono yesi saa 80 plus 33 ewo de sehwi ansana Ghana sika 50 Ghana na akom $15 billion. What is 15 billion na nse ekọ IMF no 3 billion pen ekọ dia na yawia fom no 3 billion ekọ na IMF na nse ekọ IMF bebrebe na yakasa bebrebe ye hum fifire ye na 53 billion pen epe enokura ni amfa ma one time IMF ko ni 3 billion na IMF only 3 billion that wa betama ma say jeko etuba na obeje so 300 million 250 million IMF only 15 billion that MPP for about power 2017 enkofo e betena TV so ka kire say Bawumia hit jackpot e bin si Ghana da Abozigia hit jackpot jackpot bɛn Bawumia hit 15 billion. Metumi ponka 15 billion away. 15 billion jackpot no away. I'm asking, where is the 15 billion? Where is the $15 billion? 15 billion. The MPP no mumia mwasana. And grown ass men. Anytime you about Bawumia, or your trufo, or your zani, on kanukre. Bawumia is a political liar. He's a pathological liar. He's born liar. He's a born liar. Bibienu wa mwetu wayama Bawumia sisa. Eche di KVIP bonus. Bawumia is a liar. And every liar is a fucking thief. Bawumia mekachile say, wa hitting jackpot to China. 15 billion. Oh, the ba a year. 15 billion dollars. And just see this so. 2017, Mumusa Bawumia said $15 billion no way. Until later no mobile there say 15 billion away. 15 billion away. Afi we meche 15 billion no. See 15 billion there, you okay. Afi na Bawumia hu de onka. So Bawumia was caught in the web. Now people were putting the question, Bawumia so 15 billion. Where is the 15 billion? Because move to China ba. Osafma fu Kobe, Freddie Blake Kobe, and Kwasi Afo Musa Sunya Kobe. What's the 15 billion about? Where is the money? Afi no hu de onka. So one day, and a core event, and Umbusa and say 15 billion we head okay. This is Bawumia explaining the 15 billion.
Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia says the over $15 billion Memorandum of Understanding Investment Financing reached with the Chinese government on its recent visit to Beijing is not alone but a new financing model which will not add to a cent to Ghana's current debt. Speaking at the first Ghana-China Relations Conference in Accra, Dr. Bawumia said the new financing model is designed to leverage on Ghana's natural resources, especially bauxite, to unlock the potentials of the country's natural resources.
As we sat down preparing to go to China, we understood very clearly that Ghana's space for borrowing was very limited or non-existent. Very, very little space for borrowing to finance this sort of agenda. Because you had borrowed so much as a country, your debt to GDP ratio is too high. So we needed to think of a new strategy for which we could take to China to explain to China how we wanted to finance our infrastructure investment. We could not ask China to give us aid to finance this type of quantum of investment we needed. We could not borrow this quantum of money we needed. But we knew we had the bauxite sitting in the ground. So we said, this is time for a new model, a new financing model. China, by and large, had been lending money. That is the old model. And we are saying we can't borrow, but we know we have the wealth. So let us find a way. So essentially what we did was to propose a new way forward. We sought to leverage less than 5% of our bauxite deposits to unlock close to $20 billion. That was the basic plan. To say we have, a need of close 15 to 20 billion. We know we have 460 billion sitting in the ground. Can we reach an arrangement where we can leverage less than 5% of our bauxite reserves to unlock this 15 to 20 billion? And that agenda includes the construction, because we need this for construction of hundreds of kilometers of railway lines, roads, provide irrigation facilities, hospitals, schools, construct dams, and so on. This new model means that we are not borrowing money from China. Somehow people think that we've gone for a big Chinese loan of 15 billion. No. We are proposing a joint venture with China that we bring less than 5% of our bauxite reserves
Oh, sorry. I don't have sound. The kind of Yamoti, I said, let me start again. I have time. The sound is back. Don't worry. Then about Omia Kanyamoti, I say, Nande about Omia Kanyana say, Omudi Kube Ekoji Adje. Then about Omia Kanyana, Brofo no kana ogigli. Brofo out here, no, maybe Gijo match. Say, Jimmy, because about Omia, I do know form. Baumia is not smart. Baumia is not intelligent. I know be say me didi Baumia tem. Brofo Baumia kan ni nyina na ase kire say odi kube e kwaji adwe wo China. Omo di kube kwaji adwe. Ase kire say osi o omo bae no omo beti say eye de Ghana de kapa na eka gu ho. Na Ghana so ne e sika agudi egu fom. Enti de omo tena ase no e na obehu say omo bibi efre no a new financing model. Omo pe ekwan foforo bi so a ye betumi akobo besia enye te se sibia na first no ewiase ebo besia free China ho ena say okay wo ye ne sen osi o de omo ye ne say omo to ade bi dia ye frɛ no new financing model eno no enye loan na emom ye de kube koje adwe ena omo say wo de kube koje adwe sen osi o de omo ye ne say omo hu say we gudie pa especially bauxite. Now, omo measure the amount of bauxite and a work Ghana former. Omo call Chinese for catch omo say. Omo maye eye sika sebio enye raw sika. Na sika omo betumi de ate egudi egu form. E Japan I want to start you. So technically, they went to basically put Ghana your bauxite omo ko si awawa. They went to put it as a collateral. Brofuna okana na midjum aya ni basic mwati asye. So they collateralize our bauxite for 15 billion. Na eno better na Chinese for no enya sa 15 billion every Ghana for her because almost say oman koji sika. Enti technically omuko deal need to say American Muslims on wi preku ono ba omi ase na on wi preku but not onum preku nkwan. Enti ya anko China ho ankoji sika. Nemom ye de agudie na ewo form no we collateralize it ye de ko si awawa enti awawa na ye de be si ye no Chinese for no entumi metu agudie no na nyoma bi ombede mama na abehjem no embehjem ene no catch us say new financing model when it looks like a dog, when it jumps like a horse, when it flies like a bird. You cannot tell me this is not the you leveraging your natural resource. It technically say oya badwin for na unimbrofo a Janaba Omia Kenyan say, Omo di yegudie na ye bauxite no moba power na no ko si awawa. Over $17 billion. Afi what you say? Over $17 billion. Now, or see the omo ye and say, Omo catch Chinese for and say, oh, ye we goodie e wo for ma sebio edoso. Enti moma ye sika in a different way a mode baba ye train kwan mode baba si schools mode baba ye ekwan wo Ghana mode baba ye irrigation mode baba ye dams mode baba ye den impuntudwuma be si regional hospital enti Mahamudu Bawumia no 2017 enom decided say Ghana bauxite no ejapade first one na ye bauxite that was their target and then nom call ba makache say Bawumia ahiti $15 billion. Team, we are still on. $15 billion. Into Brofano Kenyan say, oh, yeah, the Ghana good year ko si awawa. Now, I want to see the ING physical money. Yeah, can say Chinese from Ghana may railway line. Mibusa railway line away. Yeah, can say Chinese for them Ghana. Now, omumbe to your bauxite no. Yeah, can say Chinese for them no mumbe si dams. Yeah, can say Chinese for them no mumbe ya kwang. Yeah, can say Chinese for them no mumbe si hospitals. Yeah, can say mumra no mumbe si school. The question here is, if you had a deal with the Chinese, now say a $15 billion, now say I would say, oh my neighbor two bauxite now. Where are the roads? Where are the railway lines? Where are the dams? Where are the schools? Where are the hospitals? It's the question we need to ask Bawumia and say, "Sa 15 billion the Ghana bauxite ko si awawa because we're here. Sino Hydro deal, and then I'm going to sign a first $2 billion. Mokai, Mr. P, pull that for me." Tie, into Obukoba, I don't know, sign a Sino Hydro deal. That was the time Ibrahim Mahama, aye exploration, our Ghana bauxite, a yini bauxite, almost close to sign a deal with the Ghana government. Say Ibrahim Mahama sign his contract now and come for Ghana for Juma. And come build the bauxite company no ewo Ghana. And ka sika and kobetu no Ghana no bauxite no and ka beji mu tax over 30%. And ka Ibrahim Mahama nye sika wa brucha and come build Ghana. Yet na Ghana hama enin yeboa. The former Chief Justice. They went to court. Mahamudu Bawumia manipulated system no NSC Ibrahim Mahama nani nuya president into yaji contract in sim. Were we not here? But nobody till date was able to come out to say Ibrahim Mahama did not have the legitimate document to be given the bauxite. The problem is that Ibrahim Mahama won nani former President John Mahama then. 15 billion we know. These people went to China and they told the Chinese to say, "Oh, first $2 billion. No more to bauxite." No, the Chinese came, they mined bauxite, they mined gold, they mined diamond. They took those things away. The Chinese did not build any dam. The Chinese did not build any regional hospital. The Chinese did not build any irrigation system. The Chinese did not build any railway line. The Chinese did not build any road. Mahamudu Bawumia at this point, as we sit in Ghana today, he cannot point to one road through Sino Hydro no, and Yaya Kwai 2,000 kilometers or 500 kilometers under Sino Hydro deal. 15 billion. Mumusa Bawumia say, "Omoji sikani di no," because it was done in a different way. They took the money and said the Chinese for development. In Tiatna Ghana, Kenya say, when are the Chinese coming to build that road? No. When are they coming to build the road? Yetna kromha. Omuye no moje sa deal no every Ibrahim Mahama nsem. Say Ibrahim Mahama, ni nuane John Mahama for akuti kwan so and ode enyini bauxite man no and Ibrahim Mahama ye din or walk away. And the Supreme Court connived with those times, some judges at the Supreme Court, not all of them, they basically connived with some politicians and said Ibrahim Mahama did not have the right to have bauxite. So they took it away from Ibrahim Mahama. And about Umiamu 15 billion. Yeah, the first 2 billion by no die. Mumusa almost say. Mumusa ba Umia say. Sa video ya mi boy. Omechreye. A dear Chinese for no. Sa 15 billion jackpot we no. The year wa Ghana. It was after that. Thank you very much, Mr. S. Thank you for bringing this in. Mamin Chow, documenting on Mr. S. Get me the story because I want to read the story. Now I'm Ghana for what I said. Because MPP for Jimmy. But Omia does not have the intelligence to lead Ghanaians. Meka musimi muadie. Omwe Jimmy. Now look. You go here. Me chiramo. Ye ni obi any problem. But mwanga some receipt in the chiramo. MPP for Jimmy. So when you look at this, you will see say they signed a contract a year 2021. September 2021. After Omokoji Sikanbedi yano, and almost Omabe signed a contract. Sino Hydro deal. Omone Chinese for. Oh, come out. How many Chinese for Abe sign a deal? I'm trying to get you the story. Mr. S, yes, I have here. Thank you, Mr. S. 2 billion Sino Hydro deal. Government justifies non-completion of some road projects. Roads in a way. So 15 billion, no. Omujidi no my 2 billion pe. And almost have a 10 or Ghana di. You see Bawumia. You see the MPP. You see yourself, Mafo. They are crazy people. They are mad people. Do not underestimate the MPP. So, Mahamudu Bawumia. Let me move this here. Now, all the sad story way to the side. Then you ask yourself, say, the MPP, are they humans? A damn normal boy, and I say, say Jimmy. The 15 billion, anything about Umiaka say a new financing model because they didn't want to say a loan. Say I can say a loan, you better some way until they took the money behind the scenes. And so China will come and work for us. Maybe some for the past 8 years. Did you see any Chinese company build any railway lines in Ghana? Did you see any Chinese company build any irrigation system in Ghana? Did you see any Chinese government build any dams in Ghana? Did you see any Chinese government build any schools, any regional hospital, anything in Ghana? No. But that's the $2 billion went to them and they shared the money. This is what I talked to you about. MPP, Jimmy, don't give power to MPP. They have no brains. And you see, Bawumia made so much money from this 15 billion deal. Bawumia made so much money. The beginning of Bawumia's money making through this, Ahana Bawumia making sikano, Ehono wie sikano, Ehono be a billionaire. He led this charge. It is all Tieni brought for the year. He was very, very careful the way he was picking his words. Because all study Ojina a new financing model no so chair. Because he wanted it to sink. No person can afford TSS yankoji loan. Na wankoji loan akoji dia me ko Mr. Mwakuo. Ena na mini kania. Ena na yeni aduane wo fie. Ena na enwumere endidi ye. Enti me ko Mr. Mwakuo. Ena me ko no ma me 10 Ghana. Me ko Mr. Mwakuo obi anim se Mr. Mwakuo bo besia. Me free Mr. Mwakuo fie ba ya me se o Mr. Mwakuo sika no anfa bo besia. Eni ebuta se ode ma o self aye den. Also Mr. Mwakuo so fa sika nche. Yetimantem yen nyina nim say bank a wura ha yen fa sika nche because bank ni sika na down na ya ban dia. So open loan dia okọ ha ye de be ma wo. Na wura bank wo na wo ba ye no kuta sika ye busa say wa wo sika na koye o se da bi. Bank ni na de ma wo e loan wo se de loan na ye de bank ni do. Bank no papa dia. Bank no oyire dia. Unyam wana akọ bank no na akọji sika ba because on pese wo yire no behu se wo tai bobo besi o bank no wo ba na oyire busa se sika we fia wo so wo ko bank wona wo di sika ba yesi bank no eye besi ana say den also eye friendly gesture. What is friendly gesture? What go kudi pa ma bank no? What go penti bank na momo? How can that money from the bank be a friendly gesture? A whole government entourage went to China. You want to tell me it is a new financial model? What is financial model? He's hiding behind financial model. A loan. A sikom kwajigu bottom because they didn't want you to ask questions or say a financial model. And then omuji ya omudi 2 billion eba be Sino Hydro deal. And almost a D Sasikano. I want to see one regional hospital from the Sino Hydro deal. I want to see one major road in Ghana, a free Sino Hydro deal. I want to see one regional secondary school, one university from Sino Hydro deal. I want to see one irrigation system from Sino Hydro. I want to see one dam built. But these fools for 8 years, Kwasiafo Ghana, they lied to us and they chopped our money. Today, they are sitting on the sidelines in Kwasiafo telling us that NDC in Flu or Mombra, they will do 10 times of this. Wicked people. Crazy people. The more you listen to the video, the more you get pissed off.
Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia says the over $15 billion Memorandum of Understanding investment financing reached with the Chinese government on its recent visit to Beijing is not a loan but a new financing model which will not add to a cent to Ghana's current debt. Speaking at the first Ghana-China Relations Conference in Accra, Dr. Bawumia said the new financing model is designed to leverage on Ghana's natural resources, especially bauxite, to unlock the potentials of the country's natural resources.
As we sat down preparing to go to China, we understood very clearly that Ghana's space for borrowing was very limited or non-existent. Very, very little space for borrowing to finance this sort of agenda. Because you had borrowed so much as a country, your debt to GDP ratio is too high. So we needed to think of a new strategy for which we could take to China to explain to China how we wanted to finance our infrastructure investment. We could not ask China to give us aid to finance this type of quantum of investment we needed. We could not borrow this quantum of money we needed. But we knew we had the bauxite sitting in the ground. So we said, this is time for a new model, a new financing model. China, by and large, had been, lending money. That is the old model. And we are saying we can't borrow, but we know we have the wealth. So let us find a way. So essentially what we did was to propose a new way forward. We sought to leverage less than 5% of our bauxite deposits to unlock close to $20 billion. That was the basic plan. To say we have,
Now, Mama, you see this story? I mean, read this story in intro. You'll be shocked. Almost signing deal new year. You say, oh, $2 billion Sino Hydro deal. government justify non-completion of some road project. Now, here, who read this story now? Jandam News, a cocaine media, and a reported story. Now, listen very well. The commencement was in 2019, but other batches were in 2020. So they are all at different stages of completion. The $100 million you are talking about, they are just 1.5 years into construction. End of quote. The director of special projects and investor relations at the vice president's office. Vice President Bawumia, the office that handle the $2 billion Sino-Hydro deal. First man in the bino, na Bawumia office and handles Saskano. Or say a coin in your mana, ye dikoji Sasikani Bayano. Oh, Nina different stages of completion. And intina muhu kwaino. Omukoji Sikani 2017, 2018. 2019 I'm starting say oh ya starting year juma and 2019 year busan say e kwan na omokoji sika no 2 billion out of the 15 billion dollars no e kwan no wen schools no wen irrigation system no wen dams no wen the university no wen and also oh Bawumia etu ni personal aid or in charge of the project Ebeka chere say Ghana ban say ni nyina start to different stages into munya abotre e kwan no ye be ye schools ni ye be si as a hospitals no now in my head in May 2018 in May 2018 government signed a master project support agreement the government of Akufo-Addo and Bawumia in 2018 signed a master project agreement with Sino-Hydro for the construction of key infrastructure in exchange for the proceeds of Ghana's refined bauxite. 2018 Bawumia signed a contract, So our contract, was for the Chinese to come into Ghana to take our bauxite. We are asking, the $2 billion, what did it actually do? We want you to point to 1, 2, 3 things that the $2 billion out of the $15 billion was used for in Ghana. Now, okay, story ko anymore. Mr. Team, stay with me. Okay, you have a video for me, right? All right. I will play the video. Thank you very much, team. Now, uko story anymore. Story ne say, the $2 billion deal, $2 billion deal included the Adenta Dodowa Road. Adenta Dodowa Road. Did you see Adenta Dodowa Road constructed? Included the Adenta Dodowa Road was one of the 10 lots approved under the Chinese sponsored agreement and scheduled to begin in 2019. Was the Adenta Dodowa Road completed? No. A report by Joy News Evans Mensah revealed that 2 years on, the road remains undone in a complete state of despair, with traffic congestion worsening day or by day. Afewati, almost so now Adenta Road, no $2 billion. No, Adenta Dodowa nanko see quick. Ebe seen and the Adenta Dodowa Road, big push and ebe yama Ghana for. This is how Bawumia made his money. Some way, Jimmy. You people are foolish. You too mufwa. Mose obi enyini. Hey, Oma be catch him say mo papa no man bobra because mo papa no mu Jimmy. Mo papa no mu niska. That is how Bawumia became a billionaire. Over 15 billion. He took it from you. He used strategy. He used words. He confused you people. Now let me show you something. Mahmoud Bawumia speaking here. Let's listen to Bawumia. You people, Bawumia. Erade.
We de a Nigia Sem. Menia Jipa ene. Munina nimse ebe efie mienu ne bosumis mienseni 2019 ho. Me baha edi asobo form say ye be share se aye nyina hene town rules mpasatia ne miamia han bibre. Ampa sa project here yeshia se the freno Sino-Hydro master facility project ayede baye sa Sino-Hydro project yi 2018 na omampenyin na Akufo-Addo osoma me say minko China na memfa ya adwene nhyehyɛ foforɔ a yɛwɔ ɛmfa ntudwa na omumbra na yɛnyɛ adwuma. Ampa mekɔ China na mene omu yɛbɔ nkɔmmɔ na yɛka nkyerɛ omu sɛ Ghana ban a aba yi yɛwɔ nhyehyɛ foforɔ yɛmpɛ sɛ yɛyɛ no sɛ dada no yɛde new economic financing model eba yɛsɛ ampa yɛwɔ japadeɛ pii te sɛ bauxite no so yɛnim yɛbɛtu a na ya processes saa bauxite yi a ɛde sika bɛba enti yɛpɛ sɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ akwan ama yɛn yɛwie a na yɛtu bauxite no yɛsɛ yɛwie a yɛbɛnya sika na yɛtu ɔmo ka mede saa asɛm yɛtu dwa na ɔmo hwɛ ɔmo nim ɔmo hwɛ me nim medwen sɛ ɔmo sɛ na ɔse dɛn mese mombɛ si akwan yi nyinaa ma yɛn yɛbɛtu yɛ bauxite yɛwie a yɛtɔn a na yɛnyɛ sika na yɛde atoa mo ɔmo prime minister hwɛ me nim ɔse wei deɛ mate but mepɛ sɛ o technical team ɛne me technical team ɔmo ntena ase na yɛnte aseɛ enti yɛwieɛ na ɔmo technical team ne yɛ technical team yɛtena ase na yɛkɔ through new financing model a yɛde to dwa yɛde nyame ase ɔmo te aseɛ yɛkyerɛkyerɛ mu nyinaa ɔmo sɛ ampa wei yɛtumi bɛyɛ adwuma this new financial model ɛne na ɛyɛ Sino-Hydro master financing facility no yɛde ba na yɛde bɛto dwa wɔ Ghana ha na ɛnyɛ sam ketewa unim NDC for dada almost say wait there enye juma unim NDC for dada almost say wait there enye juma unim NDC for dada almost say wait there enye juma Dr. Bomaya on throne ocha unim NDC for dada almost say wait there enye juma Dr. Bomaya on throne ocha and yes I know Mukai almost every way there and see be that sa financing model I added to Jano we are seeing na a beer omotmia yes I did
me say my catch will say more be before Mega said, "Dada muiba omiano. That day that lose election. Wait, koliko kura. Wait there. What made you buy a fool? Baomia. Wait, I was here deleting. Wait, Mongo for Martin Ukraine. Titi modelo Baomia or your old design. Yeah, no, a kusnik or time a Russia. Are your old design? Mongo for Martin and Fadembra. Wait, where you want for Kurakeke? What you someone ojina hoka? Martin kwasa sema na Baomia ejina hoka. Owie na de chero ka chero so adia na nkasa no yentumi nye ai ye de adwuma ma wona want me anya. Oh, see what that Ghana for? He's a liar, a complete liar. Now, do you know what Baomia does? Say, oh, chow muntra, no go find this for dia bem. No, when the wage my way here, to me, a dear aqua way dia Ghana no. Anything when you scan anything na yere nam Ghana, okuta $20,000 bag. O to me share trumutia $7,000. No, I shall draw some fear trumutia $7,000. That is where they made their money. But you see what hurts? There are people like me who say they do the same thing I do. They are not going to talk about this. Why? Or because a young man say yeah exposing Baomia MPP for Crom 4. She nipebia, she assembly no jina hoka. Ghana for a good dear. Bauxite no. What tam bauxite number a Chinese for and why 15 billion and only 2 billion buy now. 2 billion is our kwano. Mumusa Baomia baby am shan and say ya show video be. A coin dia na utumi yeah over to me don't say so. School ban out to me 2 billion a year. Hospital ban out to me 2 billion this year. These are crazy people calling themselves NPP. Inti Ghana for yan sorenya hohore to ye Jimmy Sajot intini akoto abama Baomia. Are we insane? Adia would see Nankasa. Are you not ashamed? We are Ghana now. Are you not shocked? Are these things not worrying you? And how? Do you want to hand over power again to this guy? He cannot stand on any stage boldly and find instance in the book. Say, my way. The only thing this guy did was going around telling people about toilet. That is what he did.
The lives of the people of Agbogboloshi matter as much as the lives of the people of East Legon or Cantonments. Enti, yeba hano, yebesi toilets, amamu. Yebesi toilets. In all, yebesi 8-unit toilets, 4 8-unit toilets, 32 toilets in all, among the people of Agbogboloshi. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari. Usorina uko toilet, uya ubejari enyasa. Ubejari.
Owie no wo be. Odin sansem hunu wie no. Ose be se abini dan amamo. Owie no. Ewo no wie no ka obayi gas leak toilet. There na nya baomia na nka menim se ebini dan ye wo different kinds of ebini dan. Na nka nya baomia. I didn't know say toilet ya yekoi ebini dan. I didn't know say people were proud to explain ebini dan. Yes, I can't even find a Bini Dine video. Baomia and Mami who gas leak toilet, infrastructure model toilet, the people's investment. Baomia and Mami when I mean a Bini Dine say a Bini Dine, or different kinds of a Bini Dine. That is the kind of person that we are allowed to come to the presidency. Besides, I can't find a Bini Dine. The introduction of the toilets. I am Mahmoud Baomia and Mami who say, sir, a Bini Dine, your types of toilet dying. And you ask yourself this simple question. Where did the money go? Where did the $2 billion go? A crime bang na Baumia de ye. A ye fan about Baumia edisa sikano ekoye. Ye disease a crime bang do wa adenta yen dear quino. Ye de idea this asikani ye. They lied to you. Omunusamo Jimmy. Because the Akan media, the Akan media will come and clean Baomia Kufuado. Abro Muriaye, Sa Jimmy near Tim Yabedruha. The Akan media. Omanovia, a conconsa for Bayforma. Encrassifwa, no more to war, a dear Enya Nukre, no more Katasu, Adaya, MPP, Erika Fruma. This is what we need to be asking about. Sa some Baomia Kaya, Amaboni video, no. Why are we not asking this guy? Today, this same guy wants to be president. Be president over who? That's why I keep asking, what is Baumia? That thing Baumia, what is Baumia? What does it represent? Is Baumia a verb? Is it a consonant? Is Baumia an adjective? What does Baumia represent? Because I need to know what Baumia is before I can address Baumia. What is Baumia? Baumia means what? Because so far, he's not been able to prove himself that he is an economist. This is Mahmoud Baumia. At a point, from my checks, Ibrahim Mahama, he spent close to over $200 million to just do what we call exploration or something at a Yini bauxite. Ibrahim Mahama put so much money just to find where the bauxite is. MPP ba power. Mahmoud Baumia eshishe eyedien or shishe MPP and everything possible to bring his fellow Northerner down. Baumia and making sure Ibrahim Mahama and Yini bauxite, he lost that deal. Baumia Baumia, that is the job of Baumia. Oh, you're a very diabolic human being. Nipa bonini biane say. So that is what Baumia, that was the plan. Or buy or manufacture plan. No. And okay, so mujifrin is some teni Nipa bonini. He took the thing from this guy. And he took it to where? He took it to China. Went to give it to the Chinese. Because that or person yire elevate to say Arabian queen. Because na yire nika say omutuo obebutuo. And omutam Ghana sika. And they finished the money. Today, menotie enyini bauxite away. You see the nonsense that we have lived with. The problem Ibrahim Muhammad Nyani say. The problem Ibrahim Muhammad Nyani John Mahama. We forgot about his experience. Ibrahim Mahama was into mining before John Mahama became president. We forgot about what he's going to contribute to Ghana, employment. We forgot about the infrastructure, contribution. We forgot about helping this economy. A Ghanaian, Nana Dankwe Kufuor Bawumia Kachire Kufuor, on cancel Ibrahim Mahama deal. Legitimate deal. They cancel it. And Omucha, a deal so John Mahama Nia. Sa Akwawe, Bawumia, or one of the most dangerous politicians in Ghana. You people have no idea. Probably vindictive because Bawumiano and they in the power no sir they ever ready battery and they in the shadow too. Into ono Bawumiano, he is not a man. Anytime we say what is Bawumia, he cannot think as a man who is in charge. He does not have that, and that is the damage they did to Ghana. Until let's step back a little bit. It's in Ibrahim Mahama, all his experience, his investment from 2017 and Kejanman year and accounting baby a Ghana for a lot of UMAT students, a lot of students who wanted to go into mining, excavation. Do you know, Anka, the amount of brains I are picking, wealth I are creating for 7 to 8 years? Bawumiano and call for this. We are still here. We are back to square one. And the son Kwasiafo can just say, Abano, Abani Yejuma. Kwasiafo, they are sitting on the sidelines. Today, Bawumia wants to speak against government. For 8 years, these people messed us up. They fucking messed us up. And that is what I want you to understand. I have nothing to lose. They be a catch Ghana for nothing at all. Say power is 10 times. I can come to Ghana. Nobody can do me foco. But it's about you. The group now from MPP, no. This little Enkrantia People's Party, no. This party filled with Enkrantia, the Enkrantia People's Party. You need to be careful about them because it is not about you. It is about what they can make out of Ghana. It's about how they can enrich themselves. Now, I'm going to for some only no more took a calmo, no bia hyper, or bia kasakasa, because I'm not done with Kufuor. I'll come back to Kufuor. That is me. I strategize what I do. Oh, Nancy, I'm a preke Kufuor, only a yomo, obiabo brim, obia kasati said wabodam. Nobody could challenge a single document I put on my show. I'll come back again. Because until my dissect Kufuor to the last bridge, I'm not done. So the part one I'm in the second no me yeni say I feel me be yeni say. What I did to Kufuor was this. I feel me be yeni this. So you people, you need to be ready for us. And we are not coming here out of hatred and not personal attack. We are coming here with the fact, with the document to prove to Ghana for in Mebrunin Penifo say in Kofobi Bedi so they are from the MPP. Omunkokura, any omunkwara, any omomotozi say omunniminyansa omundo Ghana. We are not supposed to give them any room again. That is the principle. It is not personal. It is not like I hate. It is about the principle. It's about the facts. I'll be back. I know my job. I keep telling Ghana for say what I do here for Ghanaians to prepare themselves for general elections. I'm not doing this to place base. No, there are two forms of communication. You can communicate to place your base, and you can communicate to win power and keep government and keep a democracy and make sure development becomes the hallmark of a nation. And that is the path I take. I always make sure my message is to change minds positively, to protect an economy, a democracy, and to sustain a crew. That is the communication I do. Intimeno, I am above Sankwara Nyoma Yakumo Way Award. Me, I don't do that. And it's me Kufuor say no me did no. Say Kevin I know. Because this job I do is about timing. When you get a timing wrong, this job becomes useless. You need to understand. You need to understand. Say a Juma way, you want to be a journalist, you want to be a podcast, what? You need the timing. If the timing is wrong, and the timing, unless you have the experience and understand in someone and what you are putting out, even picking a document to put in the system, it needs to be timed well. Because if you understand your people, you know how they think. You know how they accept in summer. You wait for when their system is ready for the truth. Sebio, ejado bitrim, nibewu, asama tono. That is not the time I need to di old school komo. Uni ni kodi time and I'm 17 years. Moko club hon komo. Uni ni kwa kodi nkomo a yesriye. That is the time you relax. You take your time. You mourn with the person. After the person is out of grieving, you wait for a day that the person's star is out. Then you tell them a funny story. Osa train. Then you caution them with their past. And that is the job we do here. I understand this job. I know what to say at what time. My timing is very important to me. That is why I have a very good team who know when to say what at what time and what time to say it. We know what we are doing. And the good thing is, whatever we put out here or put out there, it is with fact. Anything that it's sustained, anything that it makes the impact. We don't just sit here. There are so many people who do what I do. They don't have a plan. They don't know what they are doing. They don't even know who they are communicating to. But if you understand what you are doing, if you want to reach Ghanaians with the truth, you need to understand who a Ghanaian is, how a Ghanaian thinks, what a Ghanaian needs at what time. And that is the principle of this job. That is the principle of this job. Because in Ghana, what the journalists do is say, oh, it's not TV so now they precondition your minds about allegation they're about to put out there. Inti ukotie radio bia obetina hona odi nka prepare wa adwene say obetwa attractional inti udi na chiri nyina na de okani nyina you are not asking him for the facts. And that has been the basic understanding of a Ghanaian journalist. Most of them, the Jandam ones, they prepare your minds. They precondition their minds into Unim John Mahama, MPP, okay, JJ Rawlings. So they precondition nipa mind. So no, you need to understand the preconditioning of your mind, should force you to ask questions. Into most of them radios, you can see say 90% of the TV radio stations, who host, they don't have mind to even discuss issues. So the whole thing is that, Ojina was saying, Wajuniya was saying, they themselves cannot sit, do the research, work with their team, bring you the facts and defend it. They can't do it because it's a lot of work. You need intelligent people to be able to do what I'm doing. And so many people have tried to do what I do. They can't because the commitment needs to be there. You need to understand that what you are doing is not personal. It is basically telling the truth. And it's a software why ready so you are going to offend a lot of people, but if it is genuine, if you are really doing the work of God, every single word that comes from your mouth will hurt. And that is the principle of the word. And that is what a real man of God does. They don't sugarcoat words. They don't make you feel comfortable. They always want you to understand that you are into this and this is what you are doing. You need to refrain from it. And that is what I do here. So when I sit here, it is not about preparing or preconditioning your mind to make Jandam. No, I am here to direct you. I'm here to show you the facts. I'm here to let you understand. Say, there may be no papa. But I will not just say it and walk. I will use the evidence, the facts to prove to you say and that is what you need to understand. And it's just so many people have tried what I do. They can't do it because one, you need a clear heart and a clear conscience to do this job. Any adwene mudaho, any akuma power with the door mind to do what I do, because you cannot sit here with conflicting mind. You can't do this job. You can't be honest with the people. You can't tell them the truth. You cannot open the minds of the people, because to open the mind of people who have been lied to for long, you need to be blunt. You need to be honest. You need to be very factual with your evidence. You cannot sit here and try to cover shit up. You can't do that. And then I keep telling you people, the NDC is not a perfect government, but from what we have seen over the last 32 to 36 years, between the NDC and MPP, I would choose a social democratic party that thinks about the plight of the people than to go with these property-owning animals calling themselves a tribal party, the NPP. Never, because they don't think about you. They don't care about the Ghanaian. They don't care about how you feel. It's about politics. It is politics as usual. That is not governance. These are very bad people. The NPP is a bad thing. They are a killing machine. They don't care. It's about where they are from. It's about their language. It's about who they think they are. It is not about you, the collective people, where you are from, who you are, your background. The MPP is about how your name sounds. who respects you, which house you are coming from, which clan you are part of. These people have the right to say this and these people don't have. That is the NPP. That is the modus operandi. They are always asking of your name first before they address you. The NPP is a congress. It's a collection of different people from different backgrounds. Northerners, Easterners, Westerners. Every single individual with great mind who is ready to support, educated or non-educated. The NDC is open for ideas and to build. And that is why I've chosen to speak in support of the vision of the NDC than the vision of the NPP. Because the vision of the NPP is very mild. It's a queer mind. It's a selfish one. That is why when I sit here, it is not personal. For you to know the truth. Whatever you do with the truth, I don't fucking care. It will fight your conscience. This is my job. This is what I do. This is what I do for a living. And God being good, He has blessed me with a lot of things that I can add to my show for you to listen to me and know that this is the truth. That's the fact. And nobody should ever. You see, Chairman won to me. The day a judge ne ba bonten beka say chairman won to me obetro the judgment no me betena ka che Ghana for say let us allow the judge to work. Let us allow the judicial system to work. Why did I do that? Because I feel say chairman won to me can asem, attorney general can asem. They all have the right at the end of the day to present their fact, and they did. They had the right. And nobody stopped Chairman Wontumi, and nobody stopped the Attorney General. So when you come and say the case now, what do? We need to sit back. So Chairman Wontumi, at the end of the day, if he's exonerated, it is the court that exonerated him. If Chairman Wontumi, at the end of the day, he is supposed to face Imrana, the court at the end of the day meted that judgment out. So I told Ghana, for young people, old people, I said, stay away from the judge's job. Let him do his work. We gave him that job to do. At the end of the day, OTA case, from A to the last part. He knows what he listened to. He saw the evidence before him. As a Ghanaian, as a lawyer, he has also his brains. He's going to write his judgment. Let's sit back. But you can see the preconditioning of minds have started on Chairman Wontumi radio stations. Why? Because to them, from what they saw, following the proceedings, they know Chairman Wontumi is guilty. And it's a study. Now, Chairman Wontumi radio stations sorry. Oh, Chairman Wontumi, yebe jailino and NGC. No, because at the end of the day, nobody in Ghana knows what the judge is going to come up with, because the judge has listened to both sides. So why do you think the person who says he's not guilty, his radio station are saying otherwise? Chairman Wontumi say he's not guilty. He knows he's going to come out as victor. He knows he's not going to be jailed. But his radio station is preconditioning the minds of the people on one party to say, Chairman Wontumi be ko jail. Why do you think they are doing that? Because they know the reality on the ground is that after assessing their own boss's case, as stupid as they are, they can also come to their own conclusion. Why is their conclusion that Chairman Wontumi be jailed? It is because they know that if they don't precondition the minds of MPP for Ghana for Nkwasiafo na judgment in ba Ghana for enim nyansa be mo said these are the facts. I don't know how the judgment is going to go. But listen, yanko eya Wontumi radio so neko tia sembi.
Yanko pona na yehwe, but I must be honest, me case in speed na case in kono de. Na mani ho sa. Let me very honest and candid. And then you see, I don't see how you better try nipa baako on so many churches, court 1, court 2, court 3. That could be court. It's never done anywhere. Sabinya me na me chiro bi adwuma onye. Sabinya, but you know, media, me na kana me ya for Wontumi a. Nkada file a motion so omo consolidate. Because yes. And yana kwan so obeko court 1 upon 1, no court 2. We don't do that. Yanya no sa. Anya samre, you can prepare the charge sheet. About me contain 500 charges. 1,000 charges. And found because it me will be not charges near be. So edana better quiet be na eda Samra boys. Samra boy they no basso Jordan. Now we don't do that. That is not fair trial. That is not good trial. That is not proper trial. In all honesty. So I was suggesting, Sabio, without prejudice, at year 4, men can't say, Bia, and a lawyer for no year from so and yes, I'm a maker. Let me I didn't now. Yeah, because I said, me, mom, I am a client. And I'll go out and you can go through Supreme Court to ensure, say, consolidate all the charges. Consolidate all the if it is 10,000 charges, I don't care. One court, one judge. But we don't do that. Yeah, sir.
You see what they are doing. You see what they are doing. We your friend Obribuahin. Tamani ye nyini okumasere. Ne ajuso ni nyansa tu. We Jimmy too. You see how they are conditioning the minds of Wontumi followers, MPP4, Ghana for the Biomojim. You see what he's saying? Oh, suddenly, on TSS Wontumi cases, no, yeah, free case, no, different courts. Na case ne ko faster do. Penyini with Jimmy. Oh, it's kasa. Those times time and yeah, akwa with radio so kasa no. Yes, or a lecturer or a lawyer. Or kasa te said or we could be da, or we could be hono da. Wontumi is facing a criminal. He's facing criminal charges. Criminal charges. Because I'm paying you a lawyer. Me say no, you are a lawyer. Me say yes, I brought you pamono. Apia Kubi or ye Wontumi lawyer no. He has been a lawyer for over 30 years. You don't think that Apia Kubi could have filed a charges or whatever he call it, motion to move the case, all the cases to one courtroom? Oje say Apia Kubi, who will bring why unim ejumacha Apia Kubi. Why no person or delay case nature Apia Kubi? But the fact of the case still remains. This is a criminal case. And Chairman Wontumi ebo krono in different places. Now, Chairman Wontumi were 10 cases. Yanswa case ni nyina begu judge ba akoso one courtroom. Inti one case was 70 witnesses. Na yebetena court. Case 1 no ni atwen na Attorney General across examine 70 prosecution witness ni nyina. Na Attorney General so witness na Chairman Wontumi lawyer across examine 70 witnesses ni nyina. Ye the same court no na yakwa discoveries. One case yenyan wie yo ni asaba another case after 3 years obodam. Na Chairman Wontumi wate court to Ghana abofunu. You see, this is what they want. They want concurrent judgment. Send your beya. They are now okay nyina na person kire say, oh Chairman Wontumi abokro no kra. Ke enka bro ne kro no nyina mbom wo one court. Send your beya jeli na ebe jeli ne baako. Inteka the Chairman Wontumi come 10 years sir. That means 13 criminal cases on him. He is going to serve them concurrently. Ni nyina be serve the same. No. Aban way any judicial system no from Titi. We have all known how it works. The Attorney General is looking at every case individually. Because Sadia Chairman Wontumi ko nyini o say miri forest no enye the same thing and oye no Samra boy. Chairman Wontumi ko je exim fosika no wa anka se odikoye adwuma Samra boy eye exim fosika no ko je ye. Enti Chairman Wontumi needs to stand trial. He needs to stand every case differently. This is what they do. Into also a Kotena TV so kwasia or man looking like you say obi na time Chairman Wontumi a ye the Chairman Wontumi akogina different court ayane boni nyomo ye and ama Chairman Wontumi entering different courtrooms because he has committed a lot of crimes sir. He needs to go to the court respectfully to do what? To answer to his crimes. Samra boy and I say nyini ehonya Samra boy ehonya exim bia ni location odi ni boni. And as we sit here, we have time as a nation to try every single criminal who has gone against the law. And you don't have to tell us, say, I didn't think Chairman Wontumi court A, anopa na court B. One a kofa baye. Near tie baby na stone boy say, one a mokofa baye, Chairman Wontumi nye bibi anko ra different court. Wo obribwa when you tum se muchiase. What the bonnet? So to ra different court. It is because you have avoided committing a crime. Inti nka mo betena TV so no maka Ghana for say sanka Chairman Wontumi anya bibi anka endenka enya say ye di court akwaniaba ono kwa na e mine na Ghana. Is Chairman Wontumi the only miner in Ghana? Was Chairman Wontumi the only person who was mining in Ghana? Was Chairman Wontumi the only MPP member in Ghana? Kwasiafo. Mojin say, you see, and this is what they do. And so a Movement TV, want to me radio. They have started conditioning the minds of Ghanaians. They have started conditioning the mind of Ghanaians. Oh, you see, I'm going to Ghana for say, Chairman, want to make a jail. In Tiadin can come, Sanya Baya, Sabia, assembly body editiana, na Ghana for start here so much. That's what they are doing. They are basically creating that awareness. Now, we were in this country, and the MPP are buying. Obribwahin, when him tuntum se muchiase. James Quayson daily trial start July 14 as motion for stay of proceedings refused. Yatna krumha. MPP aban catcher say James Quayson ofri Canada. Ofri Canada. O say Ceciano on person Canada ni obetna Ghana be boa Ghana no. Mo di ko gina court se mo pese mo jaili no. Mo ka say debia obekọ court nkwasiafo. You did not have a problem. Who obribwa when him tum se muchi ase krasini. Asantifo di bi na ejimiti na mutiete wo radio so na nka obi na adwuru mu da obewu so wo mental problem. Sa abrantie we not to Canada no say no. Obani krom abe 7 krom mudi ko gina court say debia ombra court every day of its life. 14th of July na mo start here. Judge tina courtroom ka say yes, ombra court daily every single day. Na muntu krom ha. Obribwa kwasi ampe yiwe. A foolish man. My am penifo, madam nkwasiafo na mugu Ghana. Nkwasiasa na mutu so mo yare mo no kan. Mo kono no ma petition dia. Mo betina radio so mo ndwino bia ho because mo bewu. Enti mo de mo jimi na say yan chenchene na yan protect MPP. Kwasia bi di o man na bro kra yan protect no adan a ye de ye wo fafo emmoa. Mo tete Ghana ne jimi na mo de abeduru ha. Sa papa wait radio so Kumase. Onko school ko kira de na on kira de ne hu fin. Did you have a problem with this? There was a point where there was daily prosecution of a Ghanaian. That's why lucky. Otimiko court 1 week, near journey 2 weeks, no aba. Otuo kem or chain. Mama Bibi, when you read this, maybe for the moon of me, the main matter include the Samurai Boy case, Chemawutumi case, a quantum mining case. He was charged in the High Court over allegation relating to illegal mining activities and facilitating unlicensed mining operations. He pleaded not guilty and was granted bail. That is one. Case 2, the Exim Bank fraud case. He later appeared before a different high court on charges including alleged fraud, money laundering, and causing financial loss in connection with Ghana Exim Bank matter. He also denied those charges and was granted bail. Wontumi went through the process. Chairman Wontumi, he went through the process. And so, who in your right senses, elevator radio, like I say, I don't a case in the contentem, sir, I don't a case, no, I'm file motion, Nayan canning in ambum, in nine, mutim grass for TV, so I'm casting grass for ma. Munko scoop up a beer, and people in nine dorsum into a food to some, yet we can say, where do your lawyer, where do your lecturer, wait, daft. When an air, I brought your lawyer, I brought your the passport, yeah, when the advisor I brought you, so on the passport in Nkosi, a you bring one. Matesa abronya kwa so wapom no wabon kwasi afuwi abronya wofanie time ebe chi abronya no kwasi ampe yi na ye ne lawyer busalisa de ntina abronya se be mane nyola we ni advice abronya se onfa passport ni kwoto embassy se ne ebe ya ye mani bail na odwane akwa abrochire we nti akwa we na advice abronya se oya abro minim se abronya apam no ye se oni abronya echibi we mu echibi fo we they know nothing yetna Ghana Jimmy ni bia ba say doctor Jimmy bia boss me lawyer no na MPP mu na MPP de o ma Jimmy nti ade o mo pe ne so obeka so ye lawyer or ye doctor MPP ni kwasia me say MPP ni osaye kwasia e kire wante lawyer e kire wante doctor and the way o twen kro de to me be ma that is the MPP Nana-Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. We were asking the Akufo-Addo of his education, his background, his credentials. Yani atiti so bianca so president Akufo-Addo ka so president de busa say uko school wen MPP for them say Akufo-Addo certificate, but the multitude, the foolish masses, the tribal raccoons, the stupid dirty people came together and said, "Yepe Akufo-Addo, kwasiafo obedi president no o use mu say mo amodwa mubu ofu." Yetna abuta say the certificate when or say or a lawyer. Adia MPP ni chiri so obetene say lawyer no adane otwen. Me say wona muwuram na ko hu MPP ni na hu wo Cobra chechire MPP ni boduam na ni Cobra ne nkoko because Cobra no sebio Cobra no MPP ni a dangerous chain Cobra 30. I'm telling you because omo Jimmy They can't reason. Now, Obia with Jimmy, I will change so with Jimmy, I want to say with Jimmy. Well, yeah, Jimmy, some crowd will catch another with Jimmy. That is the problem. Una muuro na ko hu cobra. Wo woka kraka obemeno. Na hu MPP ni o shirt. Ekuta gele. Masa, di nkan chichire sa MPP ni boduom. Na de dangerous se sebio osaya asantini. Chichire ni boduom na gya no wo na wo no kokon first. Because MPP ni no or you dangerous say cobra na 30,000 or you dangerous MPP ni ba kwa onima de wa bon na adwene wo form or you tribalistic sebio ombu nipa oka bibia che na won tia wajimi or you dangerous chen wo 30,000 and that is the MPP you are seeing today. Omo jimi tu. Owoja Kevin Taylor yantia se den abaye obodam yese me twan ho ana woni adin abra tell so metia ofunu Jimmy. I'll be right back.
Shamak Israel Yehovah, Elahenu Yehovah Ekat, we ahata et Yehovah, Elohika bika luvika, Uvika navashika, Uvika miyopika, Tode Yashak, in English, in the name of Shamak Israel Yehovah, Elahenu Yehovah Ekat, we ahata et Yehovah, Elohika bika luvika, Uvika navashika, Uvika miyopika, Tode Yashak, in English. Shamak Israel Yehovah, Elahenu Yehovah Ekat, we ahata et Yehovah, Elohika bika luvika, Uvika navashika, Uvika miyopika, Tode Elahenu Yehovah Ekat, we ahata et Yehovah, we ahata et Yehovah, we ahata et Yehovah.
We are hata nyina we are hata nyina or the Jewish language. Kwasi apenyiwe. We are hata. We are me worry Jew new. First day my wife tell dey with us so serious. We are hata nyina, we are hata nyina or the Jew. Me Jew ni na me worry no. I took a Jew lesson 6 months and said me worry me. Yeah. Me take Jewish lessons 6 months and said me worry me. Jew ni fita na me ware no. We are hata nyina won kase mpaye ni we are hata. We are hata. Kwasi ampenyi mentally onye stable. Na oda ho radio so ye di ne ho agro. Ye te kuro dem akọ ye jim ye te ewurade nyankopon. Empire obo we are hata nyina wo we are hata nyina wo we are hata. Kwasi ampenyi onim nyansa we jimye. Che say he mameka bi nchiro. Chema wuntimi ohun. With all due respect to people with disability, and I say autistic people, and conform what enquire Sibio autism kakra. Chema to me, he's on the line of autism. with all due respect to Sanko Fono, I know, please. I'm trying to say something here. Chema to me, Nenai Bakuha and a Baku the counter at he is on the line. I own steady own. I know sometimes no, much now I'm sheni deep. The way he answers his questions, his body, when language, when he's speaking, or pulling a con, Chema to me, or you're autistic. With all due respect to people who have autistic people in their family or who have autism, with all due respect to you people. But I'm trying to make a point here. The guy is not there yet. But so when you say I want to make a car, may body video you will see it. It is in there. And sometimes people, and this is the person or national chairman of the NPP. And people say, yeah, Jimmy. Me see, uyi Cobra any MPP niya. Din kan ku MPP ni ja Cobra no.
Shamak Israel Yehowa. Elahenu Yehowa Ekat. We ahata et Yehowa. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Tode yasach. Tode yasach. Shamak Israel Yehowa. Elahenu Yehowa Ekat. We ahata et Yehowa. Elohika bika luvika. Uvika navashika. Uvika miyopika. Tode yasach. Tode yasach. Shamak Israel Yehowa. Elahenu Yehowa Ekat. We ahata et Yehowa. 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 Elohika bika luvika. We ahata et Yehowa. Elohika bika luvika. We ahata et Yehowa. Elohika bika luvika.
Elovika hika luvika. Eya peteshi. Eya ju for peteshi. Elovika luvika. Eya wi for peteshi. Ju for peteshi. Wait, Jimmy too. Uko share MPP ni wo wurem. Ene wo watchere ben kakraka. Dinkan mantam MPP ni no mantam ni bodan mu eduam ansa na woku wo no because oko ja MPP ni no kokun wo ni MPP ni bekum. MPP ni haircut nyina wom. Empire obo haircut nyina wom. Sa na yetete Ghana yeso nkwasi asem so na manfo mon airtime na nkwasi asem say ya na yetemu for 8 years. Go for Jimmy omo ho sa teta omo ho. Omo Jimmy omo ho Ghana. No manu to sonsuo na we ne na we tiem na we yetemu 8 years. Ekufuado da ba omi aye concert chema wontumi huri we ku we 8 years ejimi sa na Ekufuado ba nam ha na we amuakwata tete de so aho je jimi sa 8 years na po begina no ojimi je se we hu obi no nim nyansa o party nim 8 years ye hu nyansani o party nim o we finish we finish to obi ejimi hwe enne nkora mo party nim hwe. And man here by next year, ex-convict. Because the party cannot tell them the truth. They don't even understand the politics they are into. They don't even understand. They are just party. From limited liability rats. Novashika. May I petition you for petition? What's your sum? Ain't it, Mamaka been Chamo? Chama, I want to be called for that they are preparing your minds. May I be a minimum judgment to be about? Yen I uncle court. Attorney General, Chama, want to be in the Defense Council, judge, no, minim. Me as I sit here, minim be about Chama, want to miss judgment. So I can't sit here and predict. Or I can't sit here and even pronounce and say, Chairman, want to be Koji. I don't know. It's up to the court. The court decides. And then Chairman can say, share the amount of privileges that Chairman want to enjoy. Time or status or court. When did Chairman want to lawyers ever say Chairman want to was not given the chance to speak or to make his grievances heard in court? That Ben out is say, appear could be a case assembly. Open nipa when you fair trial power Ghana Chairman want to me. Chairman want to me himself cannot stand anywhere and say through the process, he was abused by the court. Chairman went to me at the point. Chairman court no kuta paper already free. Judge po when jailino. Chairman went to me at the point. Na okuta apo court. A son name already a document no. Chairman went to me was given one of the fair trials in the history of Ghana. Apia Kubi never came out once to say, my client, we asked for this, we didn't get it. When Chairman Wontumi wanted to appeal any decision, the court allowed Chairman Wontumi to appeal. When Chairman Wontumi wanted to go to appeals court, when he wanted to go to a high court, Supreme Court, Chairman Wontumi exhausted everything when it comes to court proceedings. He exhausted everything. Nobody obstructed justice. Chairman Wontumi was given every single thing. Chairman Wontumi Bianca say, court this is Anytime I say people deserve free trial or fair trial. Every single Ghanaian deserves fair trial. Anything the same way. Andra, when I broke the news here, I said, Mami way, I a friend of a year Sedena Tamaklo, a year America for the Naba Ghana. She was basically sentenced in absentia. Tama ye sentenced in na mami no uniho. And mami we aba court, waba Ghana back. She needs to serve her sentence. Now the lawyers take another step. It is not up to me to decide whether this woman, the case uncle in Sawum, the law is there already. We all know it as we speak. The woman or the lawyers, they are going to court to do what? To overturn the 10-year sentence. It is up to the court. It is not me. The same way Chairman Wontumi has been given fair trial throughout. Say obi ekojina court. Sebio ende ye bua obi kumfo. Na the lawyers appeal sa kumfo na. Ghana mra say they have the right to appeal it. Appeal does not mean you win. And as we speak, emrane clear. Say ende Chairman Wontumi eko court. Na sebio, I'm not saying dear baby and ebia and they say jelly Chairman Wontumi, he can appeal it. So we need to understand. We need to allow the law to work. The same way, say to me, Kenofurata Ghana, Kenofurata too should be given a fair trial. He needs to also stand before the court. Kenofurata needs to be given a fair trial. Everybody deserves fair trial. I will say Obia Ede, Etumi Babejina court nenim. So court so this woman has been jailed. She needs to go to court. But the lawyers was something to say. It is up to them. It is not up to me to decide. It is between the lawyers and the court. That is their job. But what I want to say, then they say, every single person should understand, say, when they stand before the court, they deserve fair trial. We need to make sure Emran na ye diso. And see, sometimes we catch an MP before say, today we are all happy. This woman is back because it was the court that did its job. Now, why is the MPP not happy? Say, Kenofurata too will come to Ghana and also stand before the court, which we believe is handing over fair trial to Ghanaians. Because it was the same court that gave this woman 10 years. But you know one interesting thing? One interesting thing, and they say, MPP for former Attorney General, Ekotina Radio so, Ewa Sempa, or say, said in a Tamaklo's extradition that free US buy, does not guarantee Ofurata's return. You see, MPP for no, they are saying say it does not matter. Almost started the process of bringing Sedenam Tamaklo to Ghana. Almost to me accomplishes our process. No, Godfrey Dame any abranti way and started say Sedenam Tamaklo. Almost fanimra non kode fiase. And ya the Sedenam Tamaklo aba obe face court no or kode fiase. Ye busa sanko for we are biom say na Kenofurata ya de na omba almost say no de and guarantee say also Keneba Ken Tina Bruchri. That is the NPP for you. Now you understand. The same MPP know they started this process. Omotima Kofa said in Amaba, Omotimi Eddie Chairman America for the Naba, she needs to go serve her jail term. Now the same MPP, so fair trial now, almost said in Tamaklo Febuno. Can Oforiata no for the same fair trial? Almost no. Can Oforiata is not coming to Ghana. Omanga's Attorney General this was the Attorney General under his watch, and Omujeli said in Tamaklo 10 years. It was this guy. And the Okotina Radio, so or see the NPP, we are going to tell you people, sending them about it does not guarantee second of Rata Baba, Kenofurata Antina Bruchile, Koto de Nebuje. This is the MPP. This is what we call the MPP. So per MPP. When I'm now who we for toilet MPP no. They are full of shit. So what the MPP. When I'm now so who say we for a buying. We for toilet is why. And then any MPP, they are full of shit. They are people, they have no principle. They eat like pigs. They don't care what it is. You see, today they are here, tomorrow they are here. They don't follow any principle. A party full of foolish people. They don't care. It's not about what you think. It's about how they think. And people, you cannot reason with them because you don't know Jimmy. They can't have from so where did you matter? I am one of them. Many of them Monsieur Mokasa. Many of them call school. I know these people. And I didn't mean MPP ni catch say NDC for them nyansa na mo support them. I am still an MPP. My catch they are foolish people. I know my people. Many of them nyini ye. I grew up with these people. MPP. I know the MPP than anybody else in Ghana. Yeah, they are my people. Many of them suya kasabako. Many of them nyini ye. Many of them fuataban. I know these people. Say aponcheni frisu be catch us MPP ni ejimia. Men ka bibia sre. Because MPP fu ejimi. Onam nwurem. Onam koko ase. Now ko say toilet siwa. Ene na MPP they are full of shit. That is the MPP. They are waste. Omunim nyansa. They don't have any brains. They don't care. They don't follow any principle. They don't fucking care. I don't mean for the past 8 years. The idea here today is MPP today is on TV or on radio telling Ghana for say to me momo in less than 2 years old. One kasa nya but MPP were in power for 8 years. MPP were in power for 8 years. Nyoma Ghana for komu DDEP, we saw everything. In less than 2 years, the MPP are on the standby telling us, for be more. It means they don't respect us. Say Jimmy. We saw for 8 years. We saw everything. We saw the abuse of power, the disrespect to the rule of law. We saw corruption, broad daylight, disrespect from the first president and the second president. How the president's wife, the vice president's wife, they took illegal salary. Like we saw president's wife on Nema EcoBA Foundation, no Muria Abansika. We saw vice president's wife, ultimate private jet, no Ako India, so Okoshe Kunkumbaja. Yehu president ba $2 million, $23 million painting contract. We saw a president whose cousin is the finance minister. Omutumitam COVID-19 Sika. Now president Ako rent jets. All because opposite Demna and Hotono. We saw how deliberate abuse of power. How we saw young people. We saw people being killed on the street of Ghana because of power. We saw how people in office abused office. How we had parties for passing COVID e-levy. We saw everything. We saw the abuse. We saw the disrespect for Gabi Ochadako. We saw all these people. Bounty. We saw the Japadie, they put together a plan to go sell everything outside. We saw how they manipulated elections. We saw everything under NPP and your boy election results 8 times. This is under NPP. Today, in less than 2 years, they are telling us it means they don't respect our intelligence. They don't respect our intelligence. How the dollar from 3 went to 17 and over. How petrol went all the way to 23. How GDP went all the way to $1 trillion. How inflation hit about 57. How capital interest rate was over 30. This is the MPP. We saw an MPP that said they have introduced gold for oil to drop the price of fuel, to drop the price of other things. We carried raw gold, gave it to a third party, Alpha Stream, to take to Dubai. We carried Ghana's gold under Bawumia, gave it to a Lebanese to travel to Dubai with the gold, come back with dirty oil. These are things we witnessed under the leadership of the MPP. And today, these people get on the sidelines and they are telling us, we should forget. Jesus Christ. Go for me and Kwasia for, I tell you.
Yama o kwan se be yejuma. Ejuma no want man ye. Obi a be yejuma yi na se o tena abonten se yama o kwan ye ejuma no bi. Mengin de se Ghana for be penisa. Yama o kwan se be yejuma. Ejuma no want man ye. Obi a be yejuma yi na se o tena abonten se yama o kwan ye ejuma no bi. Mengin de se Ghana for be penisa.
MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Jimmy omo Jimmyana. MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Jimmy omo Jimmyana. MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Nkwasiafo pa. Ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Nkwasiafo pa. Ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. Nkwasiafo pa. Ma Jimmy MPP for Jimmy. Me who be dead. Stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. MPP. If you answer the MPP for need couple. MPP now come. Read my lips. MPP. If you answer, omu need couple. Jimmy pa. Jimmy omo Jimmyana.
That is a reality. No crane wa catch them no. Because we read the MPP for a long time. He knows them. Actually, where Jimmy no be the MPP wa catch them. This is a man odin is sika na hooding ni nyansa the support party of free be catch about TV and kofo we Jimmy. He told us when obigina TV so no can akankasem say ono oye MPP ni not ya bruchire e na obe join MPP no. O say o catch them en kofo ne Jimmy. Nyansa omunibi. This is a man who is a self-made man. Sa na ebete keka e no anya ni sika. And nobody be support to MPP for. And the Wabetina so catch us MPP for Jimmy. I'll catch him Kevin Taylor say, men can't Ghana for MPP power. Now me Jimmy. Me Jimmy. I am being honest with you. So Canada Japan on him so much Jimmy. And all catch you. Now, Mami we are some buyer no. The presidency releases statement through the spokesperson of the presidency. Attorney General to meet U.S. Department of Justice for bilateral discussions on all pending extradition requests. It's the end Honorable Ofusukwache at the Assembly to or say, Mame Sedanam Tamakula, U.S. government, Edenaba Ghana no extraditing no. The krata bi so etoto na krata ni nyina ne say America for say omo peso mu shia Attorney General of Ghana. Bedi nkomo bi afa Ghana fo a sebio omo ho nsem abedi abeka omo abedi abrochire a sebio Ghana pese yede omo nyina eba Ghana ebegina edien emra ano na omo kasa no omo say omo nim se Ghana fo dodo a omo bokro no Ghana fo pe omo so omo be fie abeyi omo ho ano no bebre wo obokrom na esi ano omo ye krado so omo pese omo ne eye Ghana Attorney General na etenase na omo di insawoso di nkomo no mu ekwan a omo befa so a Ghana fo bi ti second ofori atamo ene omo wo ha enim so omo bokro no omo de omo beba Ghana na wotie eye ana okenkan ensema eye kwachofosu ede tu dwa ende anopa na o say eye in April 2024 the High Court convicted and sentenced Sedna Tamaklo Atieno in absentia. In July 2024, the government of Ghana submitted an extradition request to the United States of America for her surrender to Ghana to serve her sentence. After over 2 years of court proceedings, the United States authorities notified the government of her surrender in January this year. She arrived in Accra on Tuesday, June 9, 2026. Officials of the Ghana Police Service and the Ghana Prison Service have taken her into custody and are making the necessary preparations for her to begin her sentence. Meanwhile, the Attorney General is scheduled to meet his counterparts at the United States Department of Justice for a bilateral discussion on all pending extradition requests between the two countries. Attorney General of Ghana, any US Attorney General no or schedule meeting on Mobishia extradition a call left and a saba right US for air pencophobia on person omudio free US ebegina court or Ghana and a Ghana so here Ghana phobia omushe USA omo pese omoba Ghana yedi omoba no begina court no enti Attorney General of Ghana say omo pese obushia US for na ato omonsa from so omontena se na sebio yemfa papa ye ento papa ye se Ghana ni bi o Ghana e wo se de ne ba de abruchire na obeyi nsembia no because ebia kro no bi oboy na ompese omone Attorney General tena se na omoti omo ho ase e na se Ghana ni bi wo US na se wabebo kro no Ghana na ye pene ma na beyi ne ho ano a o se Attorney General no ene Ghana Attorney General no tena se na omoti omo ho ase na ye exchange no it is substitution by clean tactics and ebekoso. Substitution by clean tactics, substitution through diplomacy, substitution that brings the accountability and non bekoso between the US government, the Attorney General in the United States, and the Attorney General in Ghana. Substitution through diplomatic means, substitution by clear means, substitution by law enforcement. And non bekoso US for and so Eddie Omano asem atuja. Now, yeba ura asem fufruma efa Komfanochi Teaching Hospital and yabeti se enyumbre Komfanochi for asem teaching hospital no and I say hospital no omode omano asem abeto abontene efa striker na doctors ne nurse fo bi ho omoso omako omode enyomegu for my person behwe yarephobia for the past 48 hours no doctors ni bi ene nurse for bi omo konfanoche no omo anhwe yare ni bia Ghana ni bia na o yare Ghana ni bi onya accident omo konfanoche no nurse for the doctor for omo ka se omo konkowu efri se aban atwe CEO a wendi president asem so ason enti doctors a omo Komfanochi Teaching Hospital no omo de krata ba say omo so saban atwe omo panyina so a omo so ebehwe ama Ghana fo ewu enti omo de omo dwuma de nyina agu fom ema nipa bebre ko Komfanochi omo nya ya say omo ko wuye ende omo say strike no omo eden omo twaso ni nyina ne say Komfanochi Teaching Hospital doctors say omo strike no omo de aba ewiye efri say otumfo say tutu nani omo kasaye enema omadwini ba afie na nkenye otumfo a anka saa strike no mkoye no anka ometene fie akopem se Ghana for dodo no bewu. Thank you. Komfanochi Teaching doctors suspend strike after Otumfo's intervention. Omde krata beto abontene echro brofo tintintintin cheche buche Ghana for say adekudie ntia and they almost cyber back abaye adwuma ne say enye bia president no mubu no enye bia president na wa ma mo dwuma bi so mundi no mubu no enye bia constitution na sebio ama mo adwuma bi so omunye eno mubu constitution no sebio eye otumfo na omubu no eninti na ende no omukwa akoye adwuma no enti Komfanochi doctors omo ho no say sebio nipa oti omuka eye the president eye aban no sebio enye wo taxpayer na sebio ba Komfanochi a we nya yaresa obewu no enye wo no mubu sebio enye aban na ema omu nyina adwuma say doctors nurses and technicians no enye omu na omu bu omu sebio enye president a oteman ne so a otumfo hye na se ena omu bu no na eye health minister krampo de onye nipa bi omu bu no na emom eye bu omu de ma otumfo nti na omu ye adwuma normal simple enti abeti ase Komfanochi Teaching Hospital no sebio eye otumfo say tutu ene tu omu ka. It is fine. Right now, yenina yabehu baby a line no ye draw no. Now before we go into this matter and reasons some of them are into almost say a year strike no omo eden omo ayeden omo e dia bewie no ye wi abechichi but I want the NDC and Ghanaians to understand something. Before we continue with this, I want Ghana to listen to the President of the Republic of Ghana, who is super powerful than any chief in Ghana, including Otumfuo. I'm going to make this statement again. Before I continue, I'm going to play the directive from the President of the Republic of Ghana, who is the first gentleman of this land, who is recognized by the Constitution, and who is super powerful than a chief like Otumfuo or Setutu in Ghana. It does not matter how you feel or what you think. Otumfuo Setutu serves the President of the Republic of Ghana. Because Otumfuo or Setutu, at the end of the day, is a citizen of this country, and the president is recognized by the big book of this country, which is the constitution of this republic. So it does not matter the amount of gold that Echo Tunfunwishia, he's still under the leadership of the president of this republic. And we need to be clear on that. Every living being in the territory of Ghana, the constitution, you live under that constitution, you serve the president of the republic, and the president of the republic is John Dramani Mahama. So it does not matter how you feel. It does not matter who you are. It does not matter your position in your clan. It does not matter how you are hailed by your own people. It is a fact that every living being serves the president of the republic because he is the only person, the constitution which is bigger than any clan, any group, any clan, any tradition. The president is bigger. And the constitution recognizes the president of the republic than any chief in Ghana. This is the directive from the president.
Objectives. Mr. Speaker, the Ministry of Health is expected to issue guidelines to eliminate the unacceptable no-bed syndrome. Patients facing medical emergencies must be received and given help, if even under makeshift conditions. You don't need to have a comfortable bed to save a patient. No patient must be turned away from any health facility they report to. Mr. Speaker, but in the meantime, government will expand capacity by implementing the Rich Hospital Phase 2 project to increase the number of beds at the Greater Accra Regional Hospital. We will also continue and complete the police hospital project and also continue and complete objectives.
So that was a direct statement from the president when he was reading the State of the Nation 2026 this year. He gave a direct order that no hospital, no practitioner, health practitioner, no doctor, no CEO who is in charge of any clinic should send patients away. Every patient deserves to be attended to, irrespective of the situation. But today, Komfo Teaching Hospital doctors, nurses say they don't give a heck about the president. They don't care about the minister. They don't respect the constitution that gave the president the power to instruct the minister to employ some of them to be paid to live as human beings, and that they will rather respect Otumfuo than to respect the man who employed them and giving them food to eat. That is fine. But before I go into this matter, I want Ghanaians to understand, and I want the NDC to understand, this is purely politics. So MPP for NDC for Montiasia, we are politics. What they are doing in Kumasi with Komfo Anokye, politics. Andra Bebetina Midinka Kachire Ghana for say, what is happening in Kumasi, it is something that they are going to link Menshia to. And if Menshia itself does not like professionals linking themselves to Menshia and politicizing things using Menshia as their cover, Menshia itself will stay away from dirty politics. Ete se asebesi obi fie na ne papa wo ho na akwara bi tifio na papa na etwe na so na akwara no papa na etwe na so no akwara na pie aba efie fufrom na papa na oti efie fufrom no aka acha akwara no se ko ufie ono ko yi unwoma betena me fie ha. What does that mean? Akwara one ne papa ne maame te, papa ne to aduane ma no, papa ne didi ko school, papa ne hwe no, maame ne nyemo no e na owo no. Akwara na ayade bi a entwa yie e na papa no etwe akwara na so e na akwara no asori aba wo panyini ni ho. De free wa no ba ne se school na wo se wo nko no ko papa fie ho ne ko yi wo bags be si me fie. What does that say about you, sir, papa no? What does that say about you? Wona akwara ne ba na wagina si fie o se onsan ko ne fie nkoyi ne ntade megu fie metena no. What does that say about you? Dey ne kafa wo ho. It's a lot. E kan sem bebre fa wo ho. And sem bebre kafa wo no se wo onye panyini papa onka no kore. Wo soso nsem hunu so. Sa amanfo atwe omo ma so a why ohu penyini a owe nanka akora ne di bone na ne papa atwe na so no instead say obema akora na kofie ana obedi akora na chi akofie ana obefra akora ne papa ene na akasa say kɔ na kɔ na de oye no kopa ho kyerɛ no wo penyini ne wote hɔ ka kyerɛ akora say on san kɔ ne fie nkɔ sesa ne ntade metena wo fie na wo saa penyini no wo mbu akora ne papa. It does not matter the position you who hold in the community. That moment, that decision, no, sa akwara ko gina bontene na oka kire Ghana for anamantem wo se me di boni wo fie na me papa ye se obebo me no. Papa we na agimi atena o. Obi abewo mantem wo se wo na wo soso bone so. Wo na wo bu papa n'anim ase. Wo na wo bu papa n'anim tia. Yase de nam no so a suntu dua beba no onwie Bible ne kae. The Bible knows say men can commit crime, men can sin, but the Bible was cautious. Or say nam bibi so na sa bone ni sia wa bone ne nam wo so no mom na wo so wudie. So what you do is you stay away. You don't get yourself involved because you are the one who received the punishment or the curse. Enti say obi a juma hospital, obi a nurse ni, obi a doctor ni, nipa otia de kabo sumi biano eya aban. Nipa na aban to nsafre no efa de juma no. Yese wa ya ade ma aban na twena so. Aban ni ka che nipa se onye juma no nsevu nipa oso onye. Na sa wo enkwara no kura sebie abeka asem na kire what do? You stay back and tell them, hey, nipa na ofa wo juma na busumi bia no otumi ma sika to obotom kohwe wo yire ne wo ma no tie nipa no nebu no wan kasa de okacha no say men tie nipa no na tie me na akwara ne pie nam krom ka che nkofo say me papa de we sansani na papa na otie dan ni no ono na me tie no. What does that say about you? This is politics. And Menchia is doing dirty politics. Menchia is deliberately disrespecting the president of the republic. You see, Mameka Bibinchile MPP for NDC for Menchia has been doing politics for years. And Menchia has been disrespecting Ghana politics for years. And I know how the leadership of the NDC, on countless occasions, you have at least respected Menchia. There are so many things that Menchia ya sebio senka part no mumbua santima mbu Menchia ka sebio ankamano krabetia Menchia. But it is about time you people understood to say when you are selecting people to go and lead government institutions, select people who believe in your vision, your ideas, and people who are ready to work for Ghana, not people who are affiliated to Menchia. People who don't care about the development of Ghana. And I'm not saying Menchia does not care about development in Ghana, but if you really care about Ghana, any independent or employer, when there's an issue, you will contact the person, you will take the direction for the person, you will respect the person to adhere to whatever the person says. But you see, continuously, we have played this democratic stance whereby the NDC have always been the Democrats. Debiani atujunso egumuso. Debiani ebum abomfia. Debiana nipa bi di kasa bi edimu atam. Yetumi ka asam to so. Yetumi ka asam we de John Mahama NDC kan wo Menchia so na emfiri Menchia. But yenya obi amfiri Menchia ma ne be kasa asam we enye Menchia ne kan ana John Mahama ne kan. We have lived through this from JJ Rawlings time till now. This is not new. This is something that has consistently happened. And if we allow this to go on, some people will now disrespect the presidency and the government of the day because your penifobia or Ghana, say they are going to hide behind to disrespect the Republic of Ghana. And that should not happen. When you get power, make sure you get people who align with your vision and you people who can work at the end of it to help Ghana. Not people who in their head feel said they are aligned to a stool and that they will not respect the people who are paying them. These are raw facts. I'm not going to lie to you. Because Sebio, senka Menchia penyepe, so ankobu eye NDC abanya. Menchia will never. Because our statement, Menchia will call them and tell them, no, there is a president of the republic. Yawo obia otiamoka. Yawo obia ofa mwejuma. Menchia does not employ anybody. Otumfuo say to Pia Nana Medo, but you don't employ any Ghana civil servant. It is not in your place because you cannot pay any civil servant in Ghana. It's a fact. Otumfuo say to Menshia and Tia civil servant in Ghana. Otumfuo say to Menshia and Tia nurses for Ghana in Aka. They did not post any nurse in Ghana. Otumfuo say to Menshia did not appoint the CEO of Ghana. Otumfuo say to Menshia and you're in the chia a nurses, doctors for snit momo. Otumfuo say to Menshia edia sante forso. So when it comes to governance, we are talking about a president making a decision that every single CEO needs to respect. So we have to get to that point whereby we become realistic with the issues. Because you see, politics. But we are seeing the undermining of politics in Ghana and governance. Majority is coming from these chiefs, some of these people. Ahemfo bebre edidi akonyaso and undermining the integrity and respect of the constitution and also the presidency. And we need to understand, ebua ye pese ye de ma eye wo no. Also to expect to say the same ebu no ye de be ma penyini a odi Ghana so, because I respect Otumfuo and mean say Ghana for nyina no wherever they be to Otumfuo omoma no dey the needed respect. Eye dan na metuma ko hia Otumfuo na me ko hia Mamponhene na me bu me mu ama Mamponhene na me gino Otumfuo nim Abraham Hyame Mpaboa. It will never happen. Otumfuo said to ahemfo kura bubofu say adan na udi ebu akoma ohene ketwa de ebuo ebema ube gina Otumfuo nim sa. They deserve. So respect is reciprocal. As far as your people have recognized, say, oh, you are under the Constitution of the Republic. You are not powerful than any constitution. So you need to give the same respect to the President of the Republic. Because whether you like it or not, everybody bows to the President of the Republic. So nobody in Ghana is above that. So obi pese odi wenim echichi president nenim odi wudi egu president hu fin egu oman hu fin egu eye governance hu fin. You quickly step out and say no. You can issue a statement, but you cannot say because of my intervention, because the president gave a directive. And we need to get to that point where we speak against it. Ahemfubi and specifically Adieweya in Kofoya Kano, say or the president in the form. It should never go on again. This should be the last time. Because Yenya Organ Awunafuo, Ekristofuo, Nkremofuo, Asantefuo, Infantefuo, we all worship one constitution, and nobody's about the constitution of Ghana. No individual born in Ghana calling themselves Ghanaians, irrespective of who you are, every single person, or Abusumo, or DNDO, you all fall under the constitution of the Republic. Every power in Ghana is exerted in this precedent. So how can we allow young people, nurses and doctors, sit and say Otumfuo for intervention? Abra, even before that, the minister the president through the minister put a statement out that doctors and nurses are supposed to work. It is a one to cry. Letter way Bontino, you were supposed to issue a statement from Asia. Said no, it wasn't through my intervention. I wanted you people to go back and work. That does not mean the president should be undermined. But you see, continuously, the moment our best address is what you do for them. No, it needs to stop. These are some of the things that are calling for young people using words they are not supposed to use against chiefs in Ghana. These are some of the things that opens windows for people to denigrate Nkonya, to denigrate individuals who are supposed to be revered and respected in our country. Because at the end of the day, it is the president of the republic. He was sworn into office by all of us. So nobody can disrespect the president and nobody can disrespect the constitution. And these are things that we need to understand. The same manipa, it should be reciprocal. And it's not sebio obi to kobo obi din wo baby or say e hode na nkeni se obo mi din efri say sa mi din na wo bono e mani pe be dwen say mi bu obi anim tia. So some people who kobo the din wo baby na ne bu ofu enye say ebia we dipabonini. It is because of the respect they have for people. It was expecting Menshia, the moment these people put this statement out, for Menshia to react and say no. Menshia, respect the president, respect the directive of the president. So nobody should put a statement out saying, because of Menshia's intervention. But before that, the president through the ministry had told the nurses and doctors to go to work. So at the end of the day, your poor man to where are they going to receive their salaries from Menshia? Are they going to take their working conditions from Menchia? Are they going to take their strength from Menchia? If not, then Menchia should not disrespect the presidency. Let us stop hiding behind the power we have to undermine presidency governance. Let's not do that. There are several times nipa bi aka asem e de ato NDC penyini so I see a free Menchia never came out to say no. It never happened. And we have talked about all these things. There was never a day. And we all made this thing slide because they want to say, but it is beginning to look like Menchia basically enjoys people disrespecting the NDC government. I say NDC because all these things has been leveled against the NDC from J.J. Rawlings' time to date, and Menchia has always allowed this to happen. The disrespect now, this is not out of respect and make us ask away. I am being honest as a Ghanaian. I am being honest as a young man. I don't disrespect Menchia. I don't disrespect Otumfuo, but these are the facts. Until we cross this bridge, it is going to be very difficult. Because ebua me peno me expect to say obiso ebema misa buno. So we are supposed to understand. We are, because when you see a whole nurses saying say we have suspended strike over Otumfuo's intervention. Before that, the minister who was acting for the president had instructed you after the CEO went against the directive. These nurses sent a statement to insult the Ministry of Health, the leader of the ministry. Are you people going to get on the streets? Is it the same government you are going to beg to come and build or expand Komfo Anokye? Is it the same president you people are going to go through the Ghana National Registered Nurses or whatever to tell the president to come and expand? To see a problem now, Komfo Anokye, who is supposed to solve it? Let Otumfuo intervene for that problem. Near to Kroman Otumfuo intervene here. What did Otumfuo do? Otumfuo by reality say kwa. SRS one Ghana. What happened? Otumfuo does not have the financial strength to build Komfo Anokye. He doesn't. If Otumfuo had the financial strength, Anka Komfo Anokye, Menchia alone, they don't have it. So we need to respect authority. We need to understand that authority is the only thing that can basically solve our problems. So if Otumfuo is an authority, don't let Otumfuo's position undermine the bigger authority of Ghana. In the are we still going to write a letter to the government through the minister we disrespected and tell them, say, hey, emergency no still a musao. Why don't you go to Menchia for Menchia to walk to Accra to demand for that? Menchia knew that the government of the day, it is its responsibility to build hospitals. That is why every time Otumfuo gets the opportunity to speak, or say, "Abayin, aya Mumbe si hospital no, Mumbe biye sewia, Mumbe inye juma." The chief knows the importance of governance. Sanko Otumfuo was sika siwo, sika ye tri dia, ko bubu keje Komfo Anokye to gwesi. Why hasn't he done it? He knows there's a government the people are paying taxes to. And it's the responsibility of the government to build a facility. That is why when he gets the opportunity, he pleads with the government that my people need hospital, my people need good road, my people need this. He knows the taxes are going to the government. So the government that employed you people, why do you disrespect the government to go and tell, with all due respect, Otumfuo on to me see hospital no to say enyo anke nye juma. Hundreds of people died because of your negligence. That is where we are, and this is politics. There were so many regional hospitals for Ghana. Why don't we get issues with the CEOs? It is because Komfo Anokye Teaching Hospital is a political hub. They are converting hospital into a political cemetery. Every single nurse, every doctor, every manager sitting there feels like they work for Otumfuo instead of the government that pays them like chicken. And we are not respecting authority. See the way they disrespect the health minister. In their head, why are they supposed to respect the health minister? And you see these same nurses, they'll get on the street and demonstrate and tell you, say, oh, yeah, here salary increment. Oh, yeah, here the and who are you going to ask? In the emergency, no problem nearby now. A problem we see. Who are you going to ask? Are you going to call the minister you disrespected? Are you going to call the minister you call names? Are you going to disrespect? Are you going to call the same minister you were insulting? Are you going to tell the minister to go to the president that why don't you channel all your energy to Otumfuo? So from today, if there's a problem with doctors and nurses in Ghana, I don't expect you people to, at the end of the day, address the government through the minister. Because when you don't respect the minister, you don't respect the president, and you don't respect the constitution. So who is supposed to solve your problem? Mamenka Semiche NDC4. That politics of favoring everybody, Donald Trump, it does not work again. Politics of Mempem Huasem, politics of I'm pleasing everybody, it does not work again on this planet. We are doing politics of interests. The people who align with you, the people who respect your vision, the people who want to support you build, those are the people you help. That politics of I respect this, that politics of I want to be nice with this, that politics of I want to be cool with it, that politics of no, it does not work. Come and ask Donald Trump. You people should get this in your head. With all due respect to Otumfuo or your hinia or dini mind, so all the perks, incentives be a Otumfuo is getting it. As Asibia ye two gold was Otumfuo, he gets his royalties. If Otumfuo wants to fly first class or business or private jet 200 times a day, he can because the people pay him the money. But when it comes to governance, when it comes to the people paying taxes to you, it is your responsibility, and it is your responsibility to monitor them. Let us not think, say, anytime you people get power, you have to please everybody. You cannot please everybody in Ghana. You have to show respect. You only show respect to people who show respect to you. So do not try to please everyone. There are people in different ministries who don't align, who don't want you people, your vision to come through. It's a reality. You need to understand it. Especially go to Attorney General's office. 90% of the people who work at Attorney General's office, they don't respect the president. They are aligned to the MPP. The Attorney General knows. Ayenini knows. There are so many people at the Attorney General's office who are working there who don't care about the president, who are still covering up criminality at the Attorney General's office. But Ayenini is sitting there watching them. They're going to bring him down. There are so many of these things happening. And the people who don't like your idea, the people who are there to sabotage you, if you sit and you don't take action, they would make sure they sabotage you because you have experienced that before. I don't have any personal issue with anybody, but I'm making the NDC understand what this politics means. It is the reality. And these people are showing, in Konfua Omudi eye sa campaign we nim say Konfua no teaching hospital ma nurse bi anko adwuma ma obi anko adwuma. The people who led it, yes, starting from when the NDC were in power. Where did it start? The day they made Akando the health minister, they deliberately decided to disrespect Akando. Why? Because Akando is not from their fraternity. Because Akando is not their usual person they can do business with. Because they saw Akando as an outsider. Who is this guy? At the point, Obikra Bienano, who is with the PRO of Ghana nurses and midwives, because Akando is a farmer. They have never recognized him. So in their head, the president, the minister. So you saw this woman and his group. This woman, the leader of the leader of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association. This woman, the leader of it. My husband NPP chairmanship doesn't influence GRMA. When this government came to power, Mami Way, who is the leader of GRNMA, they started attacking Akando because they are NPP people. Or say Mfano Nikunu contested NPP their chairmanship. This is a woman who is an NPP affiliate. There's nothing you people can do. It will please the people at GRNA. No, this woman would never. And their motive is to bring the government down. Into mobile power. No, this is the woman who started Nikuru contested for chairmanship. So Timer, Ridge Hospital issued by chaos, but you saw the way she made sure she manipulated the GRNA to go after Akando, to go after the government, to embarrass the government, because the agenda was that Sami Kuru party free power, I would disgrace the government. But later we realized they did not even have any facts to make it look like Akando Edibone. That is them. This is politics. They are in there, they are protecting their interests. They want to fight to bring the MPP back. Those people who are leading this Konfanochi teaching hospital thing, it is their job. They are NPP people. The secretary, Odi, demonstration which you Confederation Teaching Hospital. This is him. Jones every year Anto to contest for NP in Asafuano North. Esunafo North MPP primaries. Ghana or PRO of a Ghana Medical Association. Besides, get me right name. On a lead is our campaign work Confederation Teaching Hospital. On a case Omunko strike. This is a guy who contested to be an MP on the NPP or on the MPP tickets. Sa branch na otikuma asena or say ye call demonstration because your PAM CEO no or your MPP contesting or MPP for seat so. They are there doing a bidding to destroy your government. They don't care about you. He is a pure NPP man. Jones a free year Anto or contesting a Sunafo North constituency to become an MP. These are the people who are doing everything possible to disgrace the government. Or no lady nurses and doctors, no, because he is their PRO. Or Simo Munye Juma, because they have a plan. Disgrace the government, put it on record. Send a bear, it will go in favor of NPP election 2028. This guy. It is what you say. And Nuntina Kwaweka said, Nurse Fono, Omunko to Vohansa, Oma respect they don't respect the president. These are MPP piglets. This is a guy who basically ne livelihood in a MPP and a WDH. He does not fucking care about you, the NDC. So if you people are going to start getting rid of these people out of the system, yes, you have to. Because your vision, no, it is only people who believe in your vision that can help you succeed. I am telling these guys are not going to help you. They have a plan. And I told you yesterday, say, and God being so good, you know why? Because they want to tell the president, say, to me channel. It's the total disrespect to the president. A party, a plan. You see, he is the chairman of Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwife Association, on a regional chairman, Ashanti region. So on my instructions, no, Mamun Kwe Juma, Obiaka Samumbre Juma, President Dama directive and Tiasia, Adiachin or so, Yako Menshia say Yanko Juma, Juma, into Mubu president, so with Jimmy. These are the foolish people. I keep telling you the MPP. And you people, NDC, you people sit there, you take this is not politics as usual. Me say if you people don't understand, come and ask Donald Trump. You understand what governance is. You understand what politics means. We are doing politics right now as well as you. The people who are against you are against you. They don't want you to win power. It's a fact. If you people think that these people are sitting there, that is their intentions. And they have always aligned with Menshia. And from the records, and the history, the Menshia Palace has always been the party headquarters of the MPP. Because Oma Buomo in different ways to disgrace the NDC government from 1992. It should never happen in any country. So, Sebio, Wemo, and Omoyanko, Jimmy Crow, Sanka Menshia, Tiam, say, hey, Masuma, because Meti, hey, so Hiniki to a baby, Nasa Samson of the corner, Honaka, or Hiniki to an tea. And there's a nipa to Mwegu Krum. Nasa Omoto Santimemu say, oh, ya kwanye, ya bibianye, your hospitals are saying, na a man for to Mwegu Krum, ewa Santimemu, na a man for Papa Cast, a man for a demonstration, na otu for Alpha Ede, Bantama Hineso Eka Sachrom no Monte. Na Omda Wede, na and conform the Bejino 2 for New Cajans, oh, or Hinena or Waka Breno, a yadi, Coco Bay Hineno, any Aka Santini Atia. How will you feel as Otu for? Messi and the demonstration is Santimemu. Obiasa Yakwanya, which is true. Ejuma Papa Bianwa, which is true. In Soto and Krode, which is true. Dear Yayano Kromo Yinano, Bibian Van Puntumba, Yanyan Papa Biawaha, Asante Fombebru, Akomu Krum, and Omuya de day, almost circus, and Omuya demonstration say, a pese Sebio, Yanyan Puntu. Na Obi Ekase, Menshia Alpha Mampon, Hineso Ekache, Asante Mamebunu, Munjai. Na Diano Yabesano. Na asantima maburuka se yente emfire ho obi afọ ne kwase samonko na de bechi na omo mudi ye kire nanim e de krata ba bonte se oh kokofu man hene on na ni akasa ne yeja. How is Otufo going to feel? He's going to feel disrespected, and that is the same thing that has played out here. Into Otufo na kuma beba ni bufu an bubefu han ni bubefu mampon hene ni bubefu kokofu hene every say adenti na o man ho kwan e man kura na beka kire ne se onu nti na omugya ye kire no. So Otumfo, Nibu Enfu Ayachirefo no, Otumfo Bubefu Kokofu Hene. Because Kokofu Hene or Shotumfo Ase. Inti, what is playing out no? Say Sebio menshia and your politics no more yet, and then you deliberate so me go about any masia. They were supposed to release a statement to say, no, it is not by our intervention. You need to understand you have a work to do. You have a job to do. You have to go there and do the job. And if you have any other discussions, you can carry it on to the president. We just spoke to you. It is not through our dear intervention. The moment Menshia Nyesano, the Menshia is disrespecting President John Mahama, who is 100 times powerful than Otumfo Seditu. It's a fact. The constitution makes it clear. I don't need to know ma enkwara politics eguye hu fin. Debia na akwara kitikiti bi to Facebook at TikTok na okasetia ohene adentra eyede ne our actions are calling for these things. What we do, how we position ourselves, that is what calls for these insults. It calls for the disrespect. It brings our dignity down, our respect and everything. It brings it down. This has been going on for too long, and we need to get to that point where we stop it. It is not good. It is bad. International way, the problem nearby, you know. Are we going to go back to the problem? Emergency hospital beds emergency equipment. Are we going to go and ask Menshia and ask a minister? We are asking a simple question. Say we are hospital now, are we going to tell Otumfo to take his own money to open the hospitals, or we are going to go back to the same minister we don't respect and the same president we don't respect? Who are we going to ask? By the end of the month, my salary are for 8 months. Are you going to go to Otumfo for your salary, or you are going to question the minister and also question the president? I'm asking you basic questions. Mo nurse for ne doctor samo menhia mo yankwase afo mo jimi. Mo ni mo nyansa. Abrochianke apam mo nyina se ete abrochiri asemasi. O say nipa na ofa odwuma no aban na o through agencies for odwuma no o be so kire say nipa bi no waka so wabodam na nipa na o ma odwuma ono aduane di no nipa na ofa odwuma no you are disrespecting the person. Now konya problem a o be friend nipa na say uhia help ana. We need to be intelligent a little bit. And debi ameka kire menhia mama enkwara mfa ye mfrafra sa anwuma mu na time. The president was out of town. The vice president was in town. As an advice to Menshia, debia enunkwani ahinia debia frofra politics sim. Ya wa himfo akese o Ghana. People don't involve themselves in this kind of politics. Ashanti region, Konfana Chinkwa, and it's not the only regional hospital in Ghana. Your hospitals, among folk CEOs, you don't see chieftaincy mingling in these kind of things. The derailment of Ashanti development is because of Menshia. It is your involvement in politics. You make people's heart bitter. What the Ashanti people need, you use Menshia to cover it up. And for a long time, Menshia has been mingling in politics for too long. Is something be a channel for young people to say things they are not supposed to say to Menshia. It is not good. We need to refrain from it. We need to make the office. How can you go to the UK and then the Prime Minister puts a directive out, and then some people start to behave, and then they say that the king says something, and then somebody says the Prime Minister says we should go against it. How can that happen? This is something we need to understand. We are allowing chieftaincy, tribalism to destroy our people. We are allowing these things, and yet Kumasi Nkwana Regional Hospital what? Kumasi Nkwana Regional Hospital, but every day, say COB controversy beba na ye konfanochi. And the moment the issue happens, or your Otumfo nana, those things are supposed to stop. We need to cut the palace, the chieftaincy from politics. You have become too political. People don't even know how to address Otumfo. Right now, when you step out, everybody thinks that your intentions are not pure. When you make genuine statements in public, people start to read other meanings into it because of your actions, because of the things you support, because the way you are quiet about when people align with you and disrespect president and disrespect government. That is why the dignity and respect of Menshia today is not that potent. Young people are not scared of Menshia again because of your involvement in politics. This is the greatest disrespect to the president of the republic. And we are not supposed to look at this and smile. In Pennsylvania, this is bad. My point. We need to, let me tell you people. Yeah. How some of you people, Mojin say, you can just try and undermine the government. How some of you people, more doctors and nurses, no, my bomb trimu pose, you be go buy with mercy, ye MPP for matter. Let me tell you. Jirima Mudi dia Santemino. Sa adena mo yeno. It is going to come, and it's going to come and affect you people. Yeah, and can be own story way. Traders at Kumasi Central Market have urged Contractor UK Limited to reconsider its reported plan to shut down its Kumasi offices amid delays in funding for the KJTF Phase 2 market project. The combined Kumasi Central Market Traders Union says the move follows financial challenges linked to the delayed fund releases, which have already led to the layoff of about 150 workers. The union is calling for urgent actions to ensure the project continues and jobs protected. You see, if we be concerned, Kumasi Central Market, you're from concerned traders. Oma Babontina be press conference. Now press conference is saying, oh, omo catch the contractor na oh ye juma se man parking in your manko. Oh, omo tutu anoma e de abekere sa aboa beni. Omo say contractor na parking in your manko because omo to say into contractor na car. Inti nipa be 150 juma be bo omo. Inti omo de omo tell no. Inti omo ye press conference park contractor na chew. Omo tutu anoma ho, omo tutu akokɔ ho. Na omo de abekere sa aboa beni. You see what we do in Ghana. When did union, market women and men beg contractors? Do you people have a contract to the contractor? Has any individual, or Central Market, has anyone signed a contract with a contractor? That bay no because na TV one, table one, or the contractor be assign a contract. Ya sorry no passe, ya tete, ya keka, say mobile be ko, na munye sika nye juma no. Why na cover contract and buy? Why na the contract and the table who so be tianeka? Mumusie same way ni san kurase same way na enama santia ye kurase. Enti obi tin kan a o se asantefo ye nkurase fo. Mu tutu akokɔ ho abekere sa aboa beni. This mind games it will not work again. San kurase same way anama nipa bi tie Ghana no bubu asantefo bi se mu ye nkurase fo. Ye njimi, this is pure politics. What are you trying to do here? When a Central Market on the contract alternative one sign contract. Wana contract or Ghana on the contractor be alternative who assign the contract or Ghana so omesi KJTF and a Central Market. Why do you have to go and say contract and say, oh, the contract normally are buying signing and what does it say? Can they just pick the equipment and leave? So why do we always try say ya pese Ghana for who say we are not grateful. Pese bibia say why do we do that? Move to aduma bechere say aboa beni. That is what you people are doing here. Move to aduma abeka say aboa beni. That is the nonsense you people are doing. E dey na mo ye no. We are building a nation. You people want to embarrass people. You want to find a way to make anything that is better. Ope NDC are buying. A man for a buying we are boom since JJ runs NDC asante for mo. Yepe regional NDC are buying we are boom. Osha aba a free srim. Osha aba a free awunafo kurom. Osha aba a free enkran. Osha abakura a free central regional. Ni a shame puntia kamo mo. When I go say they be a mo rom who street so mo NDC ni be anakwa nantemoso. But you ungrateful people, some of you. You people are very ungrateful. Nanado danko ekufuado fa akonya betena santime mu ka kire mo ne mo hene. Say mo pese mo beto ama no kwabre kwa mo fam kwase anko obi anka se okrom ha. President Amato Abamano of Akonya Fin Crime, Everton radio so Eka se kwabre kwan no onye Mopa Mamonto Aba or catch them mohini. Yepe the most ungrateful humans on this planet more santifoni be. What is your problem? What do you people need? Minino asantimemu. What is all this? What is all this nasty thing? What is the end game? Me come more when you end this home for so Yeah, per region enya NDC home for so Ghana and once and for. Adie bia NDC ayamamono 90% enye bi ma region mikro ma wona for they have gotten less than what you people have gotten. And so I want to find a two abama mo menya fa so. You are ungrateful. Money bradie. Money mo kai. That is you people. Let's mention project by project. Let us mention project by project. Social intervention projects. Human intervention project, political project, hospital, schools. Mikofa Green Book Betrawa. The number of projects NDC Ayama Santi. Your bile, makuma, mukejeti NDC simamo. Edi bi na mope. Omo mutwa omakuma. Eda from to Abama NDC kwano. They have not received the things you have received. And so still meaning so. Kasetia, atenie, disrespect. Why were you people created? Dear na mope. We need to understand we are building a nation. These things don't work again. Anything me to NDC forceful. The modern day politics, assessa, the politics of pleasing everybody does not work again. Look at where you're interested and put your power there. Put your money there. Put your money where your vote comes from. If you try to help and nobody wants to help, move it to where the people appreciate you. Because this is politics. Me, when I talk politics, I let you understand what politics means. Let me tell you people. Mapong, and every single day, I will sit here and speak the truth to you people. And Ghana for you, I don't care how you feel, but we need to respect the Constitution and respect the precedent. This is not the first time more asantifodi be and it's said you so mention a disrespect John Mahama. It needs to end. It's a command. I will say sutra. Because obu hina mi bumi president. So obu president and mi bumi hine. We need to respect the president because it is the constitution that the president buy. Sani mutiano. But your program, your programmer, your president special program in munyam. We need to understand the respect you need. You also need to show that respect to people. Adding, we will talk on Thursday. Ochina Air World Cup, Mexico, South Africa, Mexico 9, South Africa 0. Have a wonderful night. Abwache, gigim. Good night.
Yo, we are best fishermen. Solo for no answer my. Abwache. You will for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was the Belgium fan. Why you why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is them 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 what? Why round what? Why you why round what? We are best fishermen. Solo for no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Why you super why round what? It was for Belgium fan. It was better Belgium fan. It was two Belgium fan. It was the Belgium fan. Why you why round what? Why you why round what? Wadangwa, Wayoye, Wadangwa, Wayoye, Wadangwa, Wayoye, Wadangwa, Wayoye, Wadangwa, Wayoye, Wadangwa, Yevery Papa, what one is the motto? 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 Wadangwa, Wayoye, Wadangwa. I want it. Original. I will move for Bajumbat.